1 plus focal length of eyepiece is again 5 divided by d value 25. Final momentum should also be 0 by principle of conservation of linear momentum. No external force. GG will get cancelled. 2 will be outside the root.
The nickel configuration is 3d8 4s2, but nickel plus 2 will be 3d8. Don't say 3. Okay, if you are saying 3, then it is going to be wrong. Why?
These are the 2x cube terms. What will be the overall coefficient to be? 210, right? And the numerator will be x plus to the whole square plus 1. That will be x square plus 4x plus 5. In the denominator, sorry. Okay.
Oh, hello, students. So my name is Vipul Deshmukh, and I'm your master teacher for this particular session. And we will be discussing solution to the FLT that you have taken. So let's start. So first question on the screen. The oscillating magnetic field in a plane electromagnetic wave is given by E in B in y direction is given as 8 into 10 to minus 6. Sine of entire function is given. And find amplitude of the electric field. So you are given with the magnetic field component. You can figure out magnetic field peak value, which is outside the sine function, that is 8 into 10 raised to minus 6. Then if you compare the given equation with the standard equation of wave, then you can figure out, see, standard equation can be written something like this: B equal to B naught sine of kx minus omega t or omega t minus kx. Okay, that is, we don't do comparison first to first, second to second. We do coefficient to coefficient comparison. So omega t can be first and kx can be second. Coefficient of x is k. So we have k value as 5000 pi and omega as coefficient of t, that is 3 into 10 raised to 11 pi. So if you have omega of wave, angular wave number or angular frequency, not angular wave number, angular frequency or angular velocity, k is propagation constant, then we can find out wave speed omega by k. Omega value 3 into 10 to power 11. We can write that as 30 into 10 to power 10. Okay, divided by 5000. So 5 into 10 raised to 3 pi in the numerator as well as in the denominator will get cancelled. 30 by pi, that will be 6, okay, into power 7, 10 to power 7. So this is speed of the EM wave. Now that we have speed of the EM wave, we know formula for speed of the EM wave is also equal to peak electric field divided by peak magnetic field. So we want peak electric field in this case. So speed of the EM wave multiplied by B naught. Speed is 6 into 10 raised to 7 and magnetic field value is 8 into 10 raised to minus 6. Okay, so this is 48 into 7 minus 6, 10 raised to 1. So 480 volt per meter. So C is correct answer. Fine. Let's move on to the next question. Focal length of the objective lens of a telescope is 100 centimeter. That of eyepiece is 5 centimeter. So focal length of a telescope objective FO is given to you. Eyepiece is FE, that is also given to you 5 centimeter. And magnification, if the final image is to be formed at least distance of distinct vision. Okay, so we have to find out magnification, which is called as magnifying power at distance of distinct vision, which is 25 centimeters standard value. So magnifying power for a telescope, okay, optical instrument has different magnification. It's not like regular magnification, it is angular magnification. We call this as magnifying power. Okay, so for telescope where specifically image is formed at DDB, formula for magnifying power will be FO by FE into 1 plus FE by D. Right, this is one of the special case. Magnification at infinity is one special case, and this is magnification at DDB. This is the another special case. So FO value is given FO, focal length of objective is 100, focal length of eyepiece is 5, 1 plus focal length of eyepiece is again 5 divided by D value 25. Okay, so that gives us 20 here, 30 upon 25 after cross multiplication. Fine, so now we can divide by 5, this will be 4, and further this will be 6. 24. So option B will be correct. Okay, and this has no units, no dimensions. Easy. Let's go to the next question. A hydrogen atom at rest makes transition from third excited state to ground state. Okay, so this is ground state, first excited state, second excited state, third excited state. Okay, so third excited state means orbit number 4 and ground state means orbit number 1. So an hydrogen atom at rest, atom is at rest, makes a transition from third excited state to ground state. So electron of this hydrogen atom will jump from n equal to 4 to n equal to 1. Okay, so the excess energy it has, as per the Bohr's model, excess energy will be thrown out in the form of photon. So speed acquired by the hydrogen atom due to the emission of photon will be H is Planck's constant, M is mass of hydrogen, R is Rydberg constant. Okay, so first of all, we can find out wavelength of the photon that will be emitted. Wavelength of the photon that will be emitted, and that is R into Z value will be 1, R into C 1 by, sorry, just R 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square. Okay, where Z value will be 1 as it's a hydrogen, and 1 by lambda is the wavelength of the emitted photon. 1 by N1 minus 1 by N2 squares. N1 is your lower orbit number, N2 is higher orbit number. Okay, also called as principal quantum number. Now notice that this is the wavelength of the emitted photon. If I multiply both sides, by H, Planck's constant, then I'm getting H by lambda, and here R into H. I will put N1, N2 value as well. N1 value is 1, N2 value is 4, but square. N2 is higher orbit number, N1 is lower orbit number. So by multiplying by H on both sides, what I'm achieving here, I'm getting H by lambda. So this is momentum of the photon. This is momentum of the photon. So see, it's a principle of conservation of momentum. So initially hydrogen atom was at rest. So when a photon will be thrown out, hydrogen atom should also get the same momentum, equal in magnitude, opposite in direction. Because initial momentum of the hydrogen atom was 0 because initially it was at rest. So final momentum should also be 0 by principle of conservation of linear momentum. No external force. So momentum must be conserved. So photon goes out, has some momentum. So for balancing it out, hydrogen should also have equal and opposite momentum, just like gun recoil. When bullet is fired, bullet goes in forward direction, gun tries to go in backward direction. Okay, so momentum of hydrogen will be equal to momentum of photon, equal to, value wise, magnitude is equal, direction wise opposite. So this is momentum of photon, which is momentum of hydrogen atom as well, because both of them should finally have same momentum but opposite in direction. So R and H as it is, and this would be squared 16 minus 1 15 upon 16. But this is momentum of hydrogen atom, but we want velocity, right? Speed acquired by the hydrogen atom. So momentum of hydrogen can be written as mass of the hydrogen is written as m into speed. So R H 15 by 16 as it is. Just rearrange this m on the other side. So 15 R H upon 16 m. Okay, so correct answer will be option B. Clear? Conservation of linear momentum. When electron will jump from the higher orbit to lower orbit, the excess energy it had was thrown out in the form of photon. So the momentum that photon will get, same amount of momentum hydrogen will get, but in opposite direction. Equal value, opposite direction, so that the final resultant of the system, final momentum, net momentum is still 0 because initially it was 0. Fine. Let's go to next question. In a PN junction diode, not connected to any circuit, potential is same everywhere. Potential P side is at higher potential than the N side, and there's an electric field at the junction directed from N side to P side, and there is an electric field at the junction directed from P side to N side. Okay, so here it's a completely theory based question. We know that if this is P section attached with N section, okay, so this is P type, this is N type. So there is a diffusion current which sets up, electrons are excess in N side, they will move away. So this gets negative charge, and here electrons are gone. So this portion gets positive charge, right? So electric field is developed in this direction. Okay, and if you notice the potential will be like this. You have to remember that potential always decreases in the direction of electric field. So if you travel in the direction of electric field, potential will drop. And this difference in the potential is called as, there is some name for it. It is called as barrier potential. It is called as barrier potential. Okay. This region is called as depletion region. So which statement, now read statement, which statement is correct? Potential is same everywhere? No, it is not same. There's a difference between N side and P side. Then P side has higher potential. That's again wrong. N side gives away the electron. So N side has higher potential. There's electric field at the junction. Yes. And the direction is from N side to P side. That is correct. So C is correct answer. N side means here electrons will be higher in number. So those electrons will diffuse into P side. So N side is effectively losing the electrons. so it gets positive charge, and p side is getting those excess electrons, so it gets negative charge, and electric field is from positive to negative. Okay, let's go to next question. A parallel plate capacitor consists of two circular plates of area 100 centimeters square each. The separation between the plates is 1 millimeter. If the displacement current is 17.7 ampere, then rate of change of electric field between the plates. So this is a question of EM wave. Okay, Maxwell's correction. So displacement current formula, we have to recollect. Displacement current ID is equal to mu naught d phi e by dt, rate of change of electric flux. So the displacement current will be said to be flowing when there is a time varying electric flux. When there's a change in electric flux, time varying electric field is there. So the idea is there should be a current which is responsible for producing magnetic field. This is the formula for displacement current. What all we know, we can write down electric flux formula. Electric flux is equal to electric field into area, and in case of parallel plate capacitor, angle between electric field and area vector will be 0. Okay, so if you see, this is one plate and this is the other plate. If you focus on one plate, then electric field direction will be like this and area direction will also be like this. Angle will be 0. So EA cos of 0. Now area is not changing, electric field is changing. So if I substitute here, I will take the constants outside. So area will be kept outside. It will be dE by dt, cos 0, 1. Displacement current is given. Now rearrange this. We have to solve for dE by dt. So displacement current ID upon epsilon naught A. So multiplying by 4 pi, dividing by 4 pi. Okay, why I'm doing this? Why I'm multiplying by dividing? I'm dividing by 4 pi because 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught is easy to solve. So displacement current is given 17.7. This is 4 into pi value 3.14. Divided by, we have 4 pi epsilon naught into area value. Area is given as 100. So that is 10 raised to 2, but it is in centimeter square. Converting it to meter square will be 10 raised to minus 4. Okay, cool. Now you can see that this is 4 pi epsilon naught in the denominator. So that is a reciprocal of, this is basically 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. We can treat it as Coulomb's constant K, which is 9 into 10 raised to 9. Okay, then we have 17.7 into approximately 12, and 10 raised to minus 2 will become 10 raised to, in the denominator 5 minus 4 plus 2 minus 2 will become plus 2. Okay, fine. So now you take 9 and 10 raised to 2 and 10 raised to 9 together. You're remaining with 9 into 12 into 17.7 into 10 raised to 11. Okay, now multiply and adjust the power. It's pure multiplication now. You should get answer C. No, not C, B. Okay, multiplication you have to manage manually. It's not a very difficult multiplication, so I'm leaving that for you. Okay, fine. Let's go. Next question. A water fountain on the ground sprinkles water all around it. If the speed of the water coming out of the fountain is V, the total area of the fountain that goes wet will be. So let's say this is the fountain head through which the water is coming out, and this is the area around it. So it throws water in all the direction around it. So it will throw water here as well, here as well, here as well. Okay, here as well, here as well, here, in all the directions. I'm showing you one plane, but this will be done in 3D. Okay, so if you look at this from the top view, it will look like a circle. If you look at this from the top view, it will look like a circle. Like this, and this is where the fountain head is, and water will, if I show you the ground view, this is the ground. So water will travel, will be sprinkled in various angles. Okay, so the maximum or the farthest water will go is basically maximum range. And when do we get range maximum? When angle is 45 degree. So same will happen on this side as well. So that maximum range that you will get, that's the range, that's the distance up to which water will be falling. So that's the radius of the circle. See, imagine this is happening in all the direction. Okay, water going at different angles. Okay, and different directions all around it in 3D. So it will form a circle on the ground, and radius of that circle will be equal to R max. And we are interested in the area. Okay, this is your R max. You have to calculate the total area. So for R max, we know the formula R max is equal to u square by g, and this r max is radius of that area. So area value will be pi r square. Pi into r is r max square. We have to put the value here, which is u. Velocity is said to be v, so we will replace v as velocity of projection. So it will be v square divided by g, the whole square. So pi as it is v square raised to 2, so that is v raised to 4 upon g square. So pi v raised to 4 upon g square. So A is correct answer. Okay, so here you have to imagine things properly. Water is coming out of the water fountain, and it sprinkles all around it in all the directions. So what is the total area that will be wet? So here we have to consider the maximum radius, that is r max. Okay, let's go to the next question. A 5-meter long pole, mass is 3 kg, is placed against a smooth vertical wall. It is placed against a smooth vertical wall. As shown in the figure, under the equilibrium condition, if the pole makes angle of 37 degree with the horizontal, it's an equilibrium condition, very important. In equilibrium condition, if the pole makes an angle of 37 degree with the horizontal, then frictional force between the pole and the horizontal surface will be. Frictional force between the pole and the horizontal surface will be. That is what we have to find out. Frictional force. And the important point is under the equilibrium condition. So if I draw FBD here, which all forces will be there? There is weight force of the pole acting vertically downward, mg. There will be normal reaction given by the wall. Okay, that is N1. Then there will be normal reaction given by the ground, that is N2. And this surface, ground is rough, wall is smooth, so there is no friction from the wall, but ground is not smooth, ground has friction. So the tendency of this ladder is to fall down like this. Okay, so this end has tendency to go towards right side. So the frictional force there will be towards left side. This will be frictional force. Okay. Now, since it is in equilibrium, forces are balanced. Since it is in equilibrium, forces are balanced. So what we can do, you can take net torque, and net torque should be 0. So we can take point A, let's say this is midpoint C and this is B. So I am calculating net torque about point B to be 0. About any point torque should be 0. I am considering B point because if I consider B point, then number of unknowns will automatically be less for me. N1 unknown, N2 unknown, F unknown. So if I take any other point, then N1 will also be come into picture. When I'm taking torque about B point, then torque about produced by N1 at least will become 0. So I don't need to know the N1 value. Okay. So we always choose such a point. We have freedom to choose torque about any point. Yeah, but torque about any point should be 0. Point may be not on the body, point may be outside the body. Still the torque should be 0. But we will use this freedom in order to reduce the calculation time. So we will select such a point through which maximum unknowns are passing. Okay. So what we can do now, if torque about point B to be 0, so which all forces we can consider here? Which all forces will produce torque? There will be torque of mg, torque of normal reaction, torque of friction as well. If I use, before I go for that, if I use the earlier conditions of equilibrium, where net force will be 0, then also I'll get some equation. So if net force in x direction is 0, then what do I get? N1 towards left side, so towards right side, and F towards left side will be same. N1 will be equal to F. Okay, this is net horizontal forces are balanced. So N1 will be equal to F. This is one information. And N2 is upward force. That is balanced by mg, which is downward force. So we got the value of N2 as well. Okay, but our goal is not to find out N1 or N2. Our goal is to find out frictional force. So now we can calculate torque. Now we can calculate torque about point B. So torque produced by N1 is 0, right? Torque produced by N1 is 0. Then torque produced by mg into perpendicular distance from point B. Perpendicular distance from point B is this distance for mg. If I extend the line, perpendicular distance is this line, and that line you can easily find out. This angle will be 37. It's center of the mass of the ladder, so or rod. So it will be at 2.5. Total length is 5 meter. Half will be 2.5. So if I highlight that distance, this length is 2.5. Correct. So we can use that to find out the perpendicular distance. 2.5. So this perpendicular distance will be 2.5 cos 37. So force is mg into 2.5 cos 37, and that is producing torque in which sense? Clockwise sense. So this will be negative. Okay. Then torque by N1 will be 0. Torque by frictional force. So frictional force will also produce clockwise torques, that will be negative F, and for frictional force perpendicular distance will be this distance. Okay, and that we can easily calculate. It's a 3, 4, 5 triangle. 5 is hypotenuse, so opposite side must be 3, right? And this dimension must be 4. You remember this standard triangle 3, 4, 5. 3 smallest side, hypotenuse 5, 4 remaining side, opposite to 3 you have 37, and this angle is 53. So that geometry will be useful here. So friction force F, and that is also producing clockwise torque. Okay, F, like this, clockwise torque, so negative. So for friction force perpendicular distance is 3. Then which force is remaining? Then now N2 is remaining. So N2 will produce torque in this direction. Okay, if you're getting confused with the direction of torque, just keep the thumb on point B. Okay, thumb of your right hand at point B and move your index finger in the direction of force. So if I keep my thumb here and move N1, N2 upward, okay, in the direction of force, it is going anti-clockwise. So that will be positive. So force is N2 into perpendicular distance is 4. For this force N2, perpendicular distance is this line, aka this line. 4 centimeter. 4 centimeter only. 4 meter. Okay, that's all. These are the forces that are producing torque. So we can equate it to 0. Total torque has to be 0. Now our goal is to find out frictional force. So we will replace whatever we can replace here. Mg as it is 2.5 cos 37 will be 4 by 5. This is 3F. N2 replaced as mg into 4 equal to 0. Okay. So we can shift this 3F on the other side to become plus 3F. Here we can take mg4 common, mg and 4 common. What do we have here after taking mg and 4 common? Here we have minus half, 2.5 and 5 cancel. So minus half, and here we take mg common, 4 common. So plus 1. Okay. So this is equal to mg4. This will be half 3F. Now it's time to substitute all the values. So mass is 3 kg, g value 10. Okay. This 4 and 2 will get cancelled. So we have 2 and 3 will go down in the denominator. That will give you force. Okay. So answer will be 20 Newton. Option is A. Clear? You can also calculate torque about point A. That would be, I think, even shorter. If you calculate torque about point A, then you will directly get answer for N1, and N1 is equal to F. Okay, you understood? If you calculate torque about an A point, it will be even shorter, because then you eliminate 2 calculations. I mean, 2 unknown forces, F as well as N2. So if you take torque about A point, then torque produced by N2 is 0, torque produced by friction is 0. There will be only 2 forces, N1 and mg, and N1 is equal to F. So that will be an other easier way, shorter way to solve the problem. Fine. Let's move on to the next question. A square plate of side A and mass m lying on the horizontal floor, force F is applied at the top. Find the maximum force that can be applied on the top of the square plate so that the plate does not topple about point A. Okay, so question of toppling. Then consider the frictional force to be sufficient enough to stop slipping. Okay, so it will not slip, it will just topple. So when we are going for the maximum force, then we consider that the body is just about to rotate about point A. Okay, and it will lose the contact. It will lose the contact with the ground. So there will be no normal reaction. So when you're solving for that condition where the force is about to start the toppling, then about to start, it is not started, about to start, then in that condition, normal reaction will be 0 because contact is just lost. No normal reaction. So now there are only 2 forces, weight, 3 forces actually, weight mg, normal reaction given by the ground, and applied force F. So in that case, we will solve for such a scenario. Okay, so normal reaction will be acting at point A like this. Okay, there is applied force F here, and then there is weight acting vertically down here. Fine. So what will be the case of, there will be friction force as well, but friction force will be again passing through the point A. So friction force will not produce any torque. Normal reaction will not produce any torque. It's only the applied force and mg. These are the only 2 forces which will produce the torque. So about point A, if I calculate summation of torque about point A by all the forces, So about point A, friction and normal are passing through A only. So there is no torque. mg will be at a approximate distance of A by 2. A is side of the square plate. So this distance will be A by 2. Then F is at a perpendicular distance of A. By the way, torque produced by mg is in anti-clockwise sense, so positive, and torque produced by F will be in clockwise sense. Again, same thing. Keep your thumb on point A and move your index finger in the direction of force. So if you rotate in the direction of force, it is clockwise. Clockwise is negative. So force multiplied by perpendicular distance will be this distance A. Okay, equal to 0. Clear, everybody? See, this angle will be negligible. That angle I've shown is a big angle right now, but in reality, that angle will be negligible. So body will just lose the contact. So normal action will just vanish. Then we have to solve for the condition. So we will use this dimensions only. So now rearrange this A common and cancel. We have mg by 2 on this side, F on the other side. What do we have? Consider, okay. Find the maximum force that we can apply. Right. So this is the maximum force already at the topmost point. And since we are going for maximum force, that means normal reaction is 0. Body is about to rotate. If you apply force more than that, it will definitely rotate. But this is at the boundary condition. This is at the boundary condition that your force is just sufficient enough to lift the body, lose the normal reaction. If you go a little more, then it will start proper toppling. Okay, so mg by 2 means option B will be correct. Right? Let's go to next question now. Acceleration due to gravity at the surface of a planet is equal to that on the surface of Earth. Okay, if density of the planet is n times density of Earth, Re be the radius of the Earth, then the radius of that new planet will be. So acceleration due to gravity, we know the formula is gm by r square, right? And then mass can be written as density into volume, and we consider planet to be sphere, so volume will be 4 by 3 pi r cube. So r square cancel. So we get the formula for acceleration due to gravity as 4 by 3 pi g, 4 by 3 pi g rho and r, 4 by 3 pi g rho and r. So notice that this is the formula for acceleration due to gravity in terms of density and radius. Okay, so 4 by 3 pi and g are anyway constant, and the question says that g of the planet is equal to g of Earth. So we can say density of planet into radius of planet is equal to density of Earth into the radius of Earth. 4 pi g will be there on both sides. If I use this formula, I have to use it twice on both sides. 4 pi by 3 and g will get cancelled. Whatever is remaining is density and radius. So the information is given that the radius of the planet, density is n times. So density of the planet is n times density of the Earth. So density of the Earth cancel from both the sides. So radius of that planet is radius of Earth divided by n. So B will be correct answer. Clear? So arranging formula of acceleration to gravity in terms of density, and then noticing that both the planets, on both the planets, surface of both the planets, G is same. The planet is different, radius is different, okay, density is different, but the G value is same. So if you write this G value twice, once for Earth, once for that new planet, you have to equate it. Once you equate it, then 4 by 3 pi and G will get cancelled. Rho of planet, density of planet is equal to rho of Earth into density of Earth. In the question, they have given that density of the planet is P times density of Earth. So substitute that, density of Earth cancel, then whatever is remaining, that is your final answer. Radius of the planet will be Re by n. Okay, let's go. Next question. There is a rod of length L kept on a smooth horizontal surface and is pulled along by along its length by a force F. Okay, so the rod is of length L, it is pulled along the length with a force F. Fine. Cross section area is given A. Young's modulus is Y. Strain at the midpoint of the rod is. See, interesting question. Strain at the midpoint of the rod is. So here, see, rod's one end is free. There is no rod. The other end is not attached to something. The rod is just moving. The rod is just moving because of the applied force. So at different points, it will have different tension. At different points of the rod, it will have different tension. It will have some mass. So it's not like an ideal thread. No, it's a rod. It will have mass. It will have density. It has cross section. It has length. So it will have its mass. So just like a real thread, it has different tension at different points. Here also at different points, tension will be different. So if they want us to solve for midpoint, okay, if I focus on the midpoint here, okay, and I want to find how much force is there at this particular cross section, how much force is there, okay. So what we can do, we can treat this as two system of blocks, and if I go for the entire combined system, then the acceleration will be force divided by total mass. That will be total acceleration. Now if I focus only on this portion or this portion, then for that portion, the force acting is only the tension that is developed here, the force that is pulling the left half of the rod, correct? So if I call that force as F dash, then F dash is the only force pulling it horizontally, is equal to mass. I'm considering only left half of the rod now. So mass will be m by 2, but acceleration will be same because all of them will move together. Okay, understand, I'm solving only for the left part of the rod now, left half of the rod, and there is no friction, so there is no any other force apart from F. Okay, but F is force on the entire block. At every single point, force will keep on changing as it's a real rod. It's not like an ideal thread, tension same everywhere. It will be different everywhere. Okay, so if I take the tension at the midpoint to be F dash and I focus on only on the left side, then left half has mass m by 2. Acceleration is already, we are aware about acceleration. So we can write acceleration as capital F by m. So mm cancel. So F dash value is F by 2. See, this is a different question. This is tension in the rod at the midpoint, half. Okay. Now we have to find out what is the strain at this point. To get the strain, yeah, you can see the answer. Answer is in terms of cross-section area. Answer is in terms of Young's modulus. So I will go with Young's modulus formula. Young's modulus formula says that it is applied force upon area, that is stress, divided by strain. Correct? So strain will be equal to force upon area, that is stress, into Y. Young's modulus in the denominator. So what is the force here? In this case, the case that you're solving, the force is F dash. So F dash is F divided by 2. Area is A and Young's modulus is Y. So F upon 2AY. That will be the strain, F upon 2AY. So B is the answer. So the main part of this question is to understand, recognize that this is a cylinder or a rod where different points will have different tension. This is not a thread. Okay. There's only one force acting, which is F on the entire rod. So from the entire rod, we got the acceleration, assuming entire rod's mass to be m. Then I focused only on the part for which I need to solve, midpoint. So I'm studying only for the midpoint, how much tension is there at the midpoint, how much force is there at the midpoint. So let's call that force to be F dash and solve for left part of the rod, FBD of only left part of the rod. So F dash is the only horizontal force, mass is m by 2 into acceleration A. Entire rod is moving as one single body, so acceleration will be same as the entire body, F by m. Mm cancel, F by 2 is your final answer. This is for, not final answer, this is for force or tension at that point, and that force divided by area will give you stress, and stress upon strain is Young's modulus. Then rearrange for strain. Answer is ready. Okay, let's go. Next question. Water stands at a height of capital H. Okay, water stands at a height of capital H in the tank whose side walls are vertical as shown in the figure. A hole is made on one of the wall at depth H below the surface of water. So water level is this. This is water level. Okay. And below the level of water at depth H, a hole is punched. And because of that, water will flow out. Efflux of water. So we have to maximize the range now. So what should be the location where you should make the hole? Okay. In terms of H, we have to answer. So what should be the small h value for maximum range? Okay. Now think carefully. Few of the options are not possible only. We want to solve for small h. Remember that. We want to solve for small h. Right? So your small h value, that is depth of the hole, has to be less than capital H. Are you getting me? It has to be less than capital H. Okay, you can't make hole here. You can't make hole over there, right? So keep that in mind, and then we'll find out the maximum range. So if I approach this mathematically, so we'll figure out what is the velocity here. Velocity of efflux is under root of 2g small h, using this formula of velocity of efflux. Then we will treat this as a horizontal projectile, and the height of that horizontal projectile from the bottom will be, this height will be 4h minus small h. Total height is 4h, 3h plus h minus small h, that is the height. And range of horizontal projectile will be speed into time of light. Speed is equal to under root of 2gh. Time of light is under root of 2 into height. Height is 4 into capital H minus small h upon g. Now this is the range function. We can simplify this. If I combine the root, gg will get cancelled, 2 will be outside the root, and here h into 4h minus h. This will be the function. So we can go with the approach of maxima minima to maximize the range. Okay, we can go for maxima minima, but we have to be aware. You have to be aware your hole depth, okay, cannot be more than h. So let's go ahead and try to solve this. So if I differentiate this with respect to h, okay, I will open the bracket inside. So it will be 4 capital H small h minus h square. Okay, so 2 as it is. Then derivative of root will be 1 upon 2 root of 4h small h minus h square into chain rule. So derivative of the entire thing will be 4h minus 2 small h. Okay, derivative of root of x is 1 upon 2 root x. And similarly, we will do that. But since instead of h, there is an entire function, we will multiply by derivative of function, chain rule. As per maximum minima concept, this will be 0. So this entire multiplying term we can shift, and that will become 0. Here we have 4 into capital H minus 2 into small h. Correct? So what do we have here? What do we have? One value of h. As if I simplify this, this is 2h. Sorry. This is 2 times h is equal to small h. Right? So 2 times h, capital H. So 2 times, so whole somewhere here. Is it possible? Okay. 3h plus h divided by 2, 4h divided by 2. So here, whole here, possible? Of course, it is not possible. Okay. So what is the solution? This is not a possible solution because the mathematical answer is at the midpoint, but that's not where the water is. That's not where the water is. Okay. So now how will you deal with this? So understand that this is the maximum point. So here the inside is very important. Listen carefully. So as you start making a hole from the top point till the base, what will happen? You know, your range will be initially less. It will increase, becomes maximum at this point if this was a regular tank, and then again it will decrease. So till you reach this point, okay, 2h height, okay, if there was entire water, range should keep on increasing. So initially, as your h is increasing, range is increasing. So out of available water, you should make the hole at the lowest possible depth so that you will get highest h value, because it's an increasing function. As you go deep, range initially less, and then it increases, will become maximum at the midpoint. But here the midpoint is not a practical solution. So we will go as deep as possible. So we have to punch hole at capital H. Okay. So now that you know, for our max, hole should be at full depth of water, which is capital H only. Let's use the range formula. This is the range formula. We'll just put the value of range here now. H here now. Small h. So 2 as it is under root of 4 into capital H is small h. Sorry, small h is capital H. So small h is capital H. So capital H square minus capital H square. So this gives us 3h square. So 2 root 3 into capital H. That is your final answer. So interesting question. One answer mathematically that is not possible. Then you have to understand the nature of the function and then do best in the available scenario. Okay. Let's go. Next question. A ball is released from the rest in a very long column of viscous liquid. Its downward acceleration is a just after the release. Okay. Find its acceleration when it has acquired 2/3 of its terminal velocity. Okay. So just release means at t equal to 0. at t equal to 0, initially it's released, right? So there is no velocity. So initially there will be only two forces. One is weight force and the other one is buoyant force, right? Initially, that because initially velocity is not there. So viscous force will not be there. Viscous force is 6 pi eta r v. It depends on velocity. Initially there is no velocity, so no viscous force. So right now, if it has acceleration a in downward direction, so I will apply Newton's law. Downward is the direction of motion, so downward positive. So mg positive minus buoyant force is equal to mass a into acceleration, mass m into acceleration a. So this will give us a equation for t0. Now we have to calculate for another scenario. So this motion continues, and later on it will acquire velocity because of the acceleration. Speed will increase. There will be viscous force. So there will be an instance. There will be an instance where its acceleration we have to find out. We're supposed to find out acceleration when the velocity is 2/3 of the terminal velocity. Okay, cool. So now let's figure it out. Weight will remain same. Buoyant force will remain same. Okay, viscous force is variable. Okay, viscous force will vary. Here, if I apply Newton's law, then net force mg downward minus buoyant force minus viscous force is equal to mass into acceleration. Mass into acceleration. Acceleration is 2. Okay, and this acceleration is a dash. This is what we have to find out. Okay, clear? Now here they have given us velocity value. Here they have given us velocity value of the block right now. Whatever the velocity is, velocity of the ball. This velocity is 2/3 of the terminal velocity. 2/3 of the terminal velocity. So if you solve for the case of terminal velocity, how will the FBD be? Okay, at Vt, your viscous force will be maximum. Okay, let's say that is Fv max. Okay, that is viscous force in upward direction, buoyant force also in upward direction. Okay, and weight in downward direction. Here forces are balanced. Clear? Okay, so we can rearrange this for viscous force. We have to find out acceleration A. Okay, so viscous force will be equal to mg minus fb. Okay, and we have to solve for that value of acceleration when the viscous force velocity is 1/3 of the terminal velocity. Correct? Velocity is 1/3. Now remember that viscous force is 6 pi eta rv. Correct? So when the terminal velocity is achieved, okay, then viscous force will be maximum. Okay, now the velocity is 2/3 of the terminal velocity, isn't it? So that time viscous force will be Fv. 6 pi eta and r will remain as it is. Okay, so this is viscous force at that in the case of terminal velocity. This is viscous force in the case of acceleration. I mean, in the case of velocity being 1/3 of the terminal value. Okay, so in other words, what we can say, if I rearrange this, what I will get, viscous force in this case will be maximum viscous force, okay, into 2 divided by 3. We can just rearrange the number. 2 by 3 kept aside, we have 6 pi eta rv terminal. So that is your maximum viscous force, Fv max, into 2 by 3. Cool. Now it's time to substitute all the values that we know. So mg minus fb, this can be written as ma. So let's use this over here. This will be m into a minus viscous force, okay, is 2/3 of the viscous force as maximum value. Viscous force is 2/3 of the viscous force at maximum value divided by 3, okay, is equal to ma. Now viscous force at maximum value will be replaced by this function. So ma as it is, okay. What will be this value? What will be this value? What will be this value? If you notice carefully, okay, we can rearrange this. We can take minus common. This will be fb minus mg, and fv minus mg is equal to minus ma. If I take minus common, I will get mg. Oh wait, this is directly ma. Mg f is equal to, yep. This can be directly written as ma. Okay, so this will directly go as ma. Viscous force will directly go as ma. Viscous force is 1/3. Current viscous force is 2/3 of the maximum value. So this is ma, remains as it is. This 2/3 and Fe max is also equal to ma. Okay. So acceleration, in this case, we can take m common and cancel and rearrange the term. So a dash will be equal to, take a common, 1 minus 2/3. So a/3 is the answer. Correct answer is A. Okay, clear? So pay attention. Interesting wording of the question. I will quickly summarize this question. Full attention on the screen. What is happening now? A ball is released from the rest, and a very long column is there, liquid column. And in this long liquid column, this ball is falling down, and its acceleration just after the release is said to be A. So for that case, we will draw the diagram just after the release. Okay, so there is no viscous force because just release, so no velocity, no viscous force. Buoyant force will be upward, weight will be downward. So resultant of these two will be equal to ma. This is at the beginning. Then after some time, velocity will increase, viscous force will also increase, and there will be an instance where velocity will be 2/3 of the terminal velocity. Correct? So if velocity is 2/3 of the terminal velocity, then viscous force at that point will also be 2/3 of the viscous force that will be there at the terminal scenario. So in the terminal scenario, viscous force will be maximum. Currently, it will be 2/3 because velocity is 2/3. So we will draw FBD in this intermediate state where the acceleration needs to be calculated. I'm calling acceleration at that point to be a dash. So FB, mg downward, FB upward, and FV upward. This is the viscous force currently when the velocity is 2/3 of the terminal velocity. So current viscous force will also be 2/3 of the viscous force at the terminal scenario. So viscous force currently is 2/3 of the viscous force at maximum at the terminal scenario. Now you go for the terminal scenario when it's terminal velocity, forces are balanced. So viscous force will be maximum upward plus buoyant force upward equal to mg. So if you make formula for FV max, this FB will be shifted on the other side, becomes mg minus FB, and mg minus FB is also equal to ma. So FV max is equal to ma. So replace this FV max as ma and simplify. M common cancel, a common, 1 minus 2/3, a/3. So answer is option A. Okay, let's go. Next question. An immersion water heater rated at 1000 watt is to be used to heat 20 liter of water from 10 degrees Celsius to 25 degrees Celsius. Assume that 90% of the power input is used up in heating the water. Then time required to heat the water is nearly equal to, okay, in minutes. Fine. So efficiency is given. Efficiency is given as 90%. Correct? Efficiency is what? Output power upon input power into 100, and that is given as 90%. So what is output here? Output here is water heating from 20 degree to 25 degree. So that will be mass of the water, specific heat of water into change in temperature will be 25 minus 10. Okay, cool. What is the input here? Input is 1000. Input is 1000. Cool. Into 100, we can rearrange this into 100 as it is. Let's keep it as it is, equal to 90%. Okay, fine. So we can do some calculation. These two zeros gone. Now here I'm getting mass of the cup water, but I don't want mass. I want volume because my information is in terms of volume. So mass will be written as density into volume into specific capacity, and this difference will be equal to 15. This 90 will become 900. 10 shifted over there. Density of water is 10 raised to 3. Volume is 20 liters. Be careful, 20 liters. Okay. I think this is this divided by time. Time is missing here because this is just the heat absorbed by the water. Divided by time will be output. I did not include time here because ms delta t just will be heat absorbed by the water or heat absorbed given to the water. Divided by time will be the output. So time term will be there. Time term shifted on the other side, right? Now mass is density into volume. Volume is 20 liter, and 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liter. Okay, so 1 liter is 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube. Then specific heat capacity of water, that is 4.2, and 15 divided by 900 is equal to T. Okay, so 10 raised to plus 3 minus 3 cancel, 0 0 cancel. Remember, this answer will be in seconds. We have to convert this into minutes, so divide by 60. That will give you the final answer. Okay, clear. So output power here is the water absorbed by the heat absorbed by the water. So mass into specific capacity into change in temperature divided by time. That is the output power. Input power is 1000 watt. That is the power given to the input power into 100. So output upon input into 100 is equal to efficiency 90. So now we can substitute mass as density into volume. Specific heat capacity will be 4.2 into 10 raised to 3. That is missing 10 raised to 3 in SI unit, 4200 approximately. So density turns mass into volume, specific capacity standard value, and 25 minus 10, 15. Solve this. This answer will be in seconds. Divided by 60, you will get answer in minutes. So that is your final answer. It should be option A. Okay? Clear? Calculation you can manage. This answer will be in seconds because we have solved in SI unit. You divide this by minute, by 60, that answer will be in minutes. Whatever answer, divide by 60 minutes. Okay, let's go to next question. An ideal gas has molecule with 5 degree of freedom. 2 moles of gas is heated at a constant pressure and temperature increases by 20 degrees Celsius. Amount of heat supplied to the gas is nearly equal to. Okay, so there's an ideal gas whose degree of freedom are given. Degree of freedom available, that is 5 degree of freedom. So we can calculate many values, CP value, CV value. Okay, number of moles are given. Number of moles are 2 moles, and pressure is constant. That is important. Pressure is constant. Delta T is given 20 degrees Celsius. Amount of heat supplied is nearly equal to. So this is heat supplied at constant pressure. So heat supplied at constant pressure will be NCP delta T. N number of moles, that is 2. CP value. So we don't know CP value, but we can get CP value very easily as F plus 2 into R by 2. F is degree of freedom. So degree of freedom is 5 plus 2, 7 into R by 2. So 7 R by 2 into delta T is 20. Okay. So 2 and 2 cancel. This is 1. This is 140 into R. Okay. Clear? So R is universal gas constant. 8.314. But this answer will be in SI unit. Don't forget that. This answer will be in SI unit. We have to divide it by 4.2. Then the answer will be in calories. Okay? Clear? Correct answer is option A. Sorted? R value 8.314 because we have solved in SI units. And this will be in joules. We have to convert it into calories. So divide by 4.2. Clear? You can do the approximate calculation. See, 8.3 and 4.2 are nearly double. So 148. So nearby 150 into 2, nearby 300. So 280 is the close answer. Let's go. Next question. In an ideal gas undergoing process, rho into T is constant. Okay, so rho is density here. Density into temperature. This is given as constant, shown by the curve A to B. Okay, so as the density decreases, temperature increases. That's the variation. Process is from A to B. Now we have to describe the process. What kind of process it is? Is it heat released by the gas, heat absorbed by the gas, net heat is exchanged, no heat exchange happened in this entire thing? Okay, or work done by the gas is negative. Okay, we have to comment on these parameters. So can we write down something in place of density? Okay, density can be written as given mass upon volume. Correct? Density can be written as given mass upon volume. So the density written as given mass upon volume into T. constant. So we can say T by V is equal to constant. Correct? T by V is equal to constant, or T proportional to V. So now notice what is happening. What is happening as the density as the process goes from A to B. Okay, when you go from A to B, okay, density is decreasing. Think carefully. Okay, density is decreasing. Mass is same. Mass is same. We know that density is mass upon volume. Mass is same. Density is decreasing, so volume is increasing. Okay, if volume is increasing, that means temperature is also increasing. See the chain. When you go from A to B, density is initially high and then it becomes low. So it is getting compressed. Okay, so density is decreasing, mass is same. So it is expanding. Sorry, not compressed. It is expanding because density is decreasing. So density is inversely proportional to volume. Mass is same. Density is decreasing as per the process. Volume is increasing, and volume is increasing. So temperature is also increasing. You can see that V is proportional to T. V by T is constant. That means V is proportional to T in this case. So as the volume is increasing, temperature is also increasing. Okay, so now notice that volume increasing, temperature increasing. So volume increasing, that means delta W will be positive. Temperature also increasing. Okay, that means delta U, temperature is increasing. So delta U will be positive. Okay, so if I use first law, then Q, heat supplied, will be equal to delta U plus delta W. So if this is positive, this is positive, this is also positive. So heat is absorbed by the gas. Heat is absorbed by the gas. Heat is absorbed by the gas, and it is used for both the processes, both the purposes, to do work and to increase internal energy. How do we know work is being done? Because volume is increasing. Volume is increasing, that means work is positive. And temperature is also increasing. That means internal energy will also increase. So delta U is also positive. So delta U positive, delta W positive, or work done positive. That means Q also positive. Heat is absorbed by the gas. Okay, clear? Let's go. Next question. We have two bodies, A and B, have thermal emissivity 0.01 and 0.81 respectively. The outer surface area of the two bodies are same. Surface area is same. The two bodies emit total radiant power at the same rate. Okay, the power radiated is same. The wavelength lambda B corresponding to the maximum spectral radiancy in the radiation from B is greater than the wavelength corresponding to maximum spectral radiancy in the radiation from A by 1 micrometer. Understand that statement once again. So it's a body which is at certain temperature, it will emit out heat radiations in different wavelength. So wavelength which corresponds to maximum intensity, lambda max. Okay, think about Wien's displacement law. So as the temperature is increasing, lambda max is decreasing, you know that. So here they're comparing two objects, the lambda at which object B gives maximum intensity, that wavelength, and lambda at which object A gets maximum wavelength, maximum intensity. Those two differ by 1 micrometer. The wavelength at which you get maximum intensity differ by 1 micrometer. The temperature of A is 5802 Kelvin, and the wavelength corresponding to the maximum spectral radiancy of B will be. So we have to figure out wavelength value. Okay, we have to figure out wavelength value. Okay, fine. So first let's understand that emissivity is given. Okay, and these two objects have same radiant power. Okay, that means power will be same. Power is energy radiated per unit time. So if you recollect Stephen's law, which gives us that emissive power E is equal to small e sigma T raised to 4, and that is energy radiated per unit area per unit time is equal to E sigma T raised to 4. Now Q by T is energy radiated per unit time, that is power. So power is this. Now this power for both the bodies is equal. So power for body A is equal to power for body B. Correct? Now emissivity of A sigma temperature of A raised to 4. A surface area, that is same for both the bodies. Then for P of body B will be emissivity of B sigma temperature of B raised to 4 into area. Area is same for both the bodies. Surface area is same. So sigma sigma cancel. Surface area cancel. Emissivity of the first body A is 0.01 into TA raised to 4. Then emissivity of the other body is 0.81 into temperature of B raised to 4. So if you rearrange this, you get TA by TB. The whole raised to 4 is equal to 0.81 divided by 0.01. Right? That is 81. And now we will take fourth root on both sides. So if I take fourth root on both sides, I will get TA by TB equal to square root will give me 9 and then 9 square root will give me 3. So I'm getting TB value as TA divided by 3. So TA value is 5802 divided by 3 Kelvin. This is a TB value. Okay. But that is not the question. This is just a temperature. We have to find out the wavelength at which maximum radiations are emitted, right? So here we will use Wien's displacement law. So lambda max is inversely proportional to temperature. Okay. So lambda max for B divided by lambda max for A is equal to temperature of A divided by temperature of B. So lambda max of B upon lambda max of A okay. So this calculation is redundant, then we just need the ratio of temperature. So this calculation is redundant. We can just skip this part. We just need TA by TB. So that ratio is equal to 3. Let me correct myself. So TA by TB ratio is 3. So we got one equation, lambda B is thrice of lambda A. This is one equation and one information already given in the question. Lambda B wavelength corresponding to maximum spectral radiancy in radiation B from B object is greater than the wavelength corresponding to maximum spectral radiancy in radiation from A. So lambda B is greater than lambda A by how much? By 1 micrometer. By 1 micrometer. Now can you see two equations and two unknowns? Okay, this is equation number 1. This is equation number 2. Solve them. You will get the answer. Okay. Clear? That calculation part I'm leaving for you. Now moving on to the next question. A proton of mass m charge E is moving in a circular orbit in a magnetic field with an energy of 1 mega electron volt. What should be the energy of alpha particle whose mass is 4 times mass of proton and charge is 2 times charge of electron, so that it can also revolve along the same path? See, it's a proton, that's a charged particle having some mass, having some charge, moving in a circular orbit in a magnetic field. So this is a question of magnetic effect of current, right? So when does charged particle perform circular motion in magnetic field? There's a main formula, F is equal to Q V bar cross B bar. If the angle between velocity and magnetic field is 90 degree, right? Then it performs circular motion. So to revolve along the same path, that means alpha particle and proton should have same radius. So radius of proton should be equal to radius of alpha particle. Okay. Now radius has multiple formulae. Radius is equal to mv by qb. Okay. In the question, we have to find out the energy, right? They have radius is same, but we have to find out energy of the particle. They have given us energy of proton. So to get energy into picture, mv is momentum, right? And momentum can be written as under root of 2 into m into kinetic energy upon qb, right? So this is the formula of radius that we will use here. So on the left hand side, 2 into mass of proton, kinetic energy of proton divided by charge of proton into b. Okay. On the other side, 2 into under root of mass of alpha particle, kinetic energy of alpha particle divided by charge of alpha particle into b. Magnetic field is same. See. So I'm writing mass mv as linear momentum p. P is written as under root of 2 into m into ke. Kinetic energy is p square by 2m. So now we will equate the radius as the question demands you to solve for the case where they revolve along the same path. Same path means their radius will be same to same. So I'm equating radius for both of them. So b and b cancel, square on both sides. Okay, square on both sides. then 2, mass of proton is just m, and kinetic energy of the proton is 1. Charge of proton is just E, but we have to square it, right? I'm doing square as well as I'm substituting value. So 2 into mass of alpha particle will be 4 times mass of proton, and kinetic energy of alpha particle is what we have to solve for. Divided by charge of alpha particle, but will square. So that will be 2E square. Okay. So 2 and 2 cancel. M and M cancel. Here 1 by E square equal to 4 K alpha upon 4 E square. So what are you getting? You're getting E square cancel, 4 cancel. So K alpha is equal to 1. Okay, K alpha is equal to 1. So option is A. Clear? You can, I mean, this is one short way to get the answer, but you can analyze the option direct formula as well. Mass becomes 4 times and charge becomes double. So if M becomes 4 times, so instead of M, I will put 4M. So 4 will come out of the, it will become 2, right? 4 will come out of the root, it will become 2, and charge becomes double. So charge is 2 times original charge Q. So 2 to cancel, energy remains same. Anyways, this is the general approach to solve the question. Everybody can get answer through this method. Fine. Let's go next question. An isolated plate, parallel plate of a capacitor, capacitance C. 4 surfaces have the charge Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 as shown. The potential difference between the plate is, okay, potential difference between the plate is. So the capacitance will be governed by the plates which are facing each other. There the electric field will be developed. So this Q3 and this Q2 should be equal and opposite. That is basically your capacitor. The capacitance will not be controlled by the outer charge, and isolated means charge is just there on it and it's not moving. There is no battery here. So whatever charge is there is there. So outer plates have Q1 and Q4, but the inner sides have Q2 and Q3. For it to be a regular parallel plate capacitor, the charge should be equal and opposite. So charge facing each other should be equal and opposite. Correct? Okay. Now we have to find out what is the potential difference between the plates. So potential difference between the plates, capacitance is there, answers in terms of C. So we know that for a capacitor, Q is equal to CV, okay, where Q stands for magnitude of the charge, or you can say charge on the positive plate is equal to C capacitance into V. Correct? So capacitance C will be there in the denominator. I will rearrange this C in the denominator. So now what do I have to do? I have to take charge on one side, charge on one plate, charge on one side of the, okay. So here one option is Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 plus Q. That will give me, no, this is wrong. This will give me charge on the outside. Q2 plus Q3. So what we can do here is, notice carefully, we want charge on any one plate, right? Charge on any one plate, positive plate. We can write this as Q2. Q2 is charge on one side and Q3 is charge on the other side. See, it's charge on any positive side divided by C. This is the answer, but we have to now manipulate as per the options. Okay, we have to manipulate as per the options. So Q2 should be the final answer. So now what we can do, we can just use these values and substitute which one is giving you answer as Q2 by C. See, Q2 by C or mod of Q3 by C is one and the same thing. So if I just use this, am I getting Q2 by C as an answer? Here it is Q1 minus Q4. Here if I no, if I put this will be 0, right? Here it will be 0. If I put here C is correct answer. Observe that C is correct answer. In C, if I simplify it further, Q2 minus Q3 upon 2C. So we can replace Q2 as it is. We can replace Q3 as minus Q2 upon 2C. So this will give you 2Q2 upon 2C. Cancel. So you're getting the answer for potential. Okay. So the answer is potential Q equal to CV, where V is equal to Q by C charge upon capacitance. Charge will be, for a parallel plate capacitor, equal and opposite plates will have, plates facing each other will have equal and opposite charge. So we have to take the magnitude of the charge of the positive plate. So here I'm assuming Q2 to be positive. So Q2 upon C. You can assume Q3 to be positive. That's also fine. So this is the answer. This is not wrong answer, but we have to answer as per the given setup. So as per the given setup, we have to notice that the plates facing each other will have equal and opposite charge. So if you solve this by putting Q3 as minus Q2, you are again getting same potential V. So this equation is correct. Option C. Fine. Okay, next question. In the circuit shown below, potential difference between point P and Q is 22 volt. Between P and Q is 22 volt. Current through 2 ohm resistor will be. Okay. Cool. So what we can do, we can just take the P and Q and join them together. We can just take P and Q and join them together. If I do that, let me do that for you. Okay, so P and Q, if I join them together, there will be a potential difference of 22 volt. Okay, so this is P side and Q side. There's a potential difference of 22 volt, and this 4 and 4 will be in series combination. Okay, and there is one battery as well. Okay, so that battery I will show here. And 4 ohm in series combination after attachment. So that will become total 8 ohm. Okay, so we are there are other ways to solve the problem, but this is the smartest way to solve the problem. Take P and Q. We have a potential difference between PQ ready 22. So you connect them and put a battery of 22 volts. It means the same thing. You connect P and Q and put a battery of 22 volt between them. It means the same thing, right? So this is your point P. Okay, and this is your point. I should say this is point P. This is point Q. When I connect them, 4 series combination added, that becomes 2 ohm. Then between PQ, we put a battery of 22 volt, and it is between P and Q. So P is at higher potential, Q at lower potential. That is 22. And there is this battery also. Okay, so battery P is at higher potential. So battery should be other way around, isn't it? So this one should get the negative side. Okay, so this is how the battery should be. Q should Q. Mm-hmm. Okay, fine. Shifted. So you connect P and Q. Resistance will add up 448. Between PQ, you put a battery, and P is at higher potential, Q is at lower potential, and that potential difference is 22. But there is this also. Okay, so I should change the location of Q point. This is Q point. Okay, so just rotate this by 90 degree. Okay, imagine this is rotated by horizontal to vertical 90 degree, and then that is joined on top of it. So the battery will be facing upward side positive, and that 4 and 4 will become 8, and P point is at higher potential. So now we have to simplify this. We can actually further simplify this circuit, and it will become 22, and this is also 2. So this become 24. This will be 24 volt battery along with 8 ohm resistance in parallel combination with 9 volt battery with 1 ohm resistance with a load of 2 ohm. So are you getting me? This is 22 plus 2, 24 volt. This is 8 ohm. This is 9 volt. This is 1 ohm. So this is parallel combination of 2 batteries. So if I calculate R equivalent, that will be R1 into R2 upon R1 plus R2, that is 9. And to get E equivalent, we know E equivalent upon R equivalent. So that R equivalent will be shifted this side, is equal to E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2. So that means voltage divided by internal resistance plus voltage divided by internal resistance. So write R equivalent value, that is 8 by 9. Okay, this is perfect division. So 3 plus 9, that will be 12. So we can divide by 3 here. This is 3 and this is 4. So what are we getting? 20. 32 divided by 3. This is the EMF. Okay. So eventually the circuit will turn into a simplified circuit of this type. Resistance 2 ohm, EMF 32 by 3 volt, internal resistance effective 8 by 9 ohm. So now to get the current passing through 2 ohm, this is simple calculation of current will be equal to EMF E divided by load plus internal resistance. So EMF is 32 divided by 3 and effective resistance will be external load plus 8 by 9. Okay, simplify this, you will get the answer. Clear? Nine and 3 will get cancelled. The rest of the things you can manage. Correct answer is option D. Fine. Let's go. Next question. There is a ball of mass 10 gram moving perpendicular to the plane of the wall, strikes it and rebounds with the same line with the same velocity. The impulse experienced by the wall is 0.54 Newton second. Then what is the velocity of the ball? Okay. So suppose this is the wall and this is ball which goes and hits it and rebounds with the same velocity. I'm showing it here, but it rebounds with the same velocity along the same line. So it actually travels along the same line. Just for the visualization purpose, I'm showing it below. So if this is m into u, this is minus m into u because it rebounds with the same speed. Okay, along the same line, but same speed. Here they have vaguely use word velocity, but velocity is wrong word to use. It's speed. It should be same. So what we can do, we can calculate change in momentum, and change in momentum is impulse. So m minus mu is final momentum minus mu. This is initial momentum. So minus 2 mu. So if you say this is change in momentum for ball, then change in momentum for wall will be plus 2 mu. Okay. However, plus minus is not an important thing here in the final answer. It's the change that matters. Change in momentum is impulse here. So because diagram is what we have assumed, diagram is not given, so we are not sure about the initial direction of the body. Wall could be on the left hand side and initial velocity could be towards left side. We don't know. We just know that it is rebounding with the same speed. So 2 into mass value 10 grams, that is 10 raised to minus 3 into kgs. Okay, and now u is speed, that is unknown. Okay, and this impulse is 0.54. So 54 into 10 raised to minus 2. Okay, so 10 raised to 1 and minus 3 will become 10 raised to minus 2 and 10 raised to minus 2 cancel. So u is equal to 54 divided by 2. Okay, so this is 2 and 27 meter per second. So option A will be correct. Easy. Let's go. Next question. From a long current carrying conductor, a rod of length L is placed at a distance D as shown in the figure. At t equal to 0, the rod starts moving with a constant velocity v. If the induced EMF across the rod, at t equal to 0 is mu naught L naught V into L by ND, then value of 100 N will be, use pi value as 3.14. Okay, cool. This is a long current carrying wire. So there will be magnetic field. Magnetic field value is mu naught I upon 2 pi D. This is for a infinitely long conductor, right? The basic formula is mu naught upon 4 pi I by D sin theta 1 plus sin theta 2. For infinitely long, both angle becomes 90 sin 90 1 so 1 and 4 cancel, mu naught I upon 2 pi D. This is magnetic field. And now at in this magnetic field, the rod is moving towards right side. So you know the magnetic field will be as per the right hand rule. If I keep the thumb in the direction of current, magnetic field will be cross here going into the screen, going into the paper. So magnetic field is going into the paper and velocity is v for the rod. And now we have to find out how much EMF it will be. It will be induced. So EMF induced. This is a case of motional EMF. So B L V. So magnetic field is mu naught into current is I upon 2 pi d. Okay, into length. Length of the rod is given. Length of the rod is given L. Okay, into V. V of the rod is given. Yes, that is simply V. So EMF induced is available. Now we can just compare to the given equation. Mu naught. Okay, this stands for current at time 0. Okay, so this stands for current at time 0. Then V, then L upon N D. So if you compare mu naught, I naught. So this is current at time 0 second. L V V. So you are remaining with just N equal to 2 pi. N equal to 2 pi. Okay. So pi value is 3.14. So N is 6.28. And we have to answer for 100 times N. So 628. That is your answer. Okay. Clear? So you have to first get the magnetic field produced by a long wire. And then in that magnetic field, the rod is moving. So use motional EMF formula, BL, B perpendicular. Okay. Next question. String will break apart if it is placed under too much tensile stress. Yes. One type of steel has density which is 104 kg per meter cube. Okay. Breaking stress equal to 9 into 10 raised to 8 Newton per meter square. We make a guitar string from 4 grams of such a steel material. Okay. It should be able to withstand tension of 900 pi Newton without breaking. If the highest possible frequency of standing wave on this string is 25 N, then find the value of N by 3. Okay. Cool. So very interesting question. We are given with mass of the wire. Okay. We are given mass of the wire. Mass is 4 grams. Mass is 4 grams. Then density is given. I believe this should be 10 raised to 4. So 10 raised to 4 kg per meter cube. Then breaking stress is given to you. Breaking stress is 9 into 10 raised to 8. The tension, maximum tension it should withstand is 900 pi Newton. Okay. So let's calculate the cross section area. So breaking stress is the maximum stress it can take, right? And that is equal to maximum tension divided by cross section area. So breaking stress is 9 into 10 raised to 8. And maximum tension it should withstand is 900 pi. Then this will give us area value. Correct? So area will be equal to pi. This 9 and this will be cancelled. This is 100. So 100 means 10 raised to 2 and 10 raised to 8 shifted. So 10 raised to 2 into 10 raised to minus 8. This is your area value. Pi into 10 raised to minus 6 meter square. This is area value. Okay. So we have the cross section area. We can get the length of the wire as well. See, mass is available. Mass is density into volume. Okay. And for a wire is like a narrow long cylinder. So volume can be written as cross section area into length. So mass is 4 grams. So 4 into 10 raised to minus 3. Rho is density 10 raised to 4. Area is pi into 10 raised to minus 6. Okay. And L is unknown. Correct? L is unknown. So we can get length from this information. Length. Pi value mentioned, not mentioned. Okay, cool. So 10 raised to minus 6 and 10 raised to plus 4. That will become 10 raised to minus 2. Minus 2 shifted this side. This will become 10 raised to plus 2. Okay. So this is 4 into 10 raised to minus 1 divided by pi. That is the length value. Now we have to solve for fundamental frequency. Okay. We have to solve for fundamental frequency. So the highest possible fundamental frequency that we can produce in this string is 25 into n. So for fundamental frequency, there will be only one loop and it's a guitar string. So both the ends are fixed. So frequency is equal to 1 upon 2L root of T by mu, right? So 25 into n is the frequency value. I should use F letter for frequency. So 25 into n, okay, is equal to 1 upon 2 into L root of T by mu. So here I think we can put the values now. Okay, I will start manipulating n here itself because ultimately I need to give answer for n by 3. So I will multiply by 3, I will divide by 3, and this is what I have to solve for, correct? So 1 upon 2, length value is 4.4 by pi. So pi will move up in the numerator. Okay, then tension. So if the frequency is maximum, tension will also be maximum. Maximum tension is 900 pi. Okay, divided by mu. Mu is linear mass density. Linear mass density mu can be written as mass upon length or density into area. So we will use density into area here. Density available 10 raised to 4. Okay, into cross section area. Cross section area is pi into 10 raised to minus 6. Okay, now notice that pi will get cancelled. So now whatever is remaining are just numbers. Only n by 3 you have to leave. Everything else you can calculate, and that should give you the final answer. Okay, clear. So from the breaking stress you get the area, then from the mass you get the length, and then you use it in the fundamental frequency formula. Fundamental frequency is only one loop, 1 upon 2L root of T by mu. So for frequency to be maximum, tension should be maximum, and maximum frequency is given as 25 into n, and we have to solve for n by 3. So I'm manipulating 3 here itself. 1 by 2L, L value is 0.4 into 0.4 by pi. That pi goes up. Then tension value given 900 pi, and then we have mu value, linear mass density, can be written as cross section area into density. So mu written as cross section area into density. Okay, cool. Now this same question can be also solved if you just substitute all the values first, simplify it, and then put the numbers. That is also one more approach. I mean, that would save you some time. Here I calculated everything and then I'm substituting. Instead of that, you could just start with F equal to 1 upon 2 root of T by mu and start putting values of mu as mass upon length. Okay, or length similarly as we obtained from the mass portion. Mass is equal to density into volume. Volume is cross section area into length. So length will be mass upon rho a. Likewise, you can put all the values in the main formula and then simplify. That is one more way. Okay, let's go to the next question. Question is, temperature of a body on Kelvin scale is found out to be X Kelvin. When it is measured by Fahrenheit thermometer, it is found out to be X degree Fahrenheit. Value of X minus 500 is dash. 0 degree Celsius is 273 Kelvin. Okay, so reading in Kelvin. So temperature of a body on Kelvin scale is found out to be X. Fine. So reading in Kelvin is K minus 273 upon 373 minus 273. Okay, you know that reading minus lower fixed point upon upper fixed point minus lower fixed point, this is equal to constant. Correct? So this I've written for Kelvin scale. And now we can write down the same thing for Fahrenheit scale as well. So reading in Fahrenheit minus 32 upon 212 minus 32. So upon simplification, this is 273 upon 100 equal to F minus 32 upon 180. And we have to solve for temperature of the body is X Kelvin. When it is measured by Fahrenheit, it is found to be X degree Fahrenheit. Then X minus 250. Okay. So basically, the temperature measured in Kelvin scale and in Fahrenheit scale, the number that you get is same only. The number that you get is same. So you have to get that number. So put K equal to F or F equal to K. Both of them are X. Whether you measure in Kelvin scale, you get X as the magnitude, or you measure in Fahrenheit scale, you get the X as a magnitude. So both K as well as F will be replaced as X. Right? So this will be X minus 273, okay, into 180 upon 100 equal to X minus 32. So simplify this, you will get answer for X, and that X minus 500.25. That will be your final answer. Okay, let's go. Next question. In the uniform magnetic field, needle has magnetic moment given, SI unit. Moment of inertia is also given, SI unit. It performs 10 complete oscillations in 5 seconds. Okay, then the magnet, okay, then the magnitude of the magnetic field in millitesla is. Then the magnitude of magnetic field in millitesla is. So how can we deal with this? We have formula for time period of the magnet. It is 2 pi under root of I by m b, right? So it completes 10, it performs 10 oscillations in 5 seconds. Okay, it performs 10 oscillations in 5 seconds. So for one oscillation, it takes half second. Okay, so time period is half, equal to 2 pi. Moment of inertia given. Moment of inertia is given 5 into 10 raised to minus 6 upon magnetic moment is also given 9.85 into 10 raised to minus 2. So magnetic field is the only unknown here, right? Clear? So now what to do? Now what to do? We can pull that pi square inside. It will be easy to solve. If I pull that pi square inside, then it will become pi square. So notice that pi square is 9.85. So this and this will get cancelled. This will be 1 by 4 square. Here 5 into 10 raised to minus 6 and 10 raised to minus 3 into b. Simplify now. It's only b is the unknown here. So b will be moved up, and 10 raised to, this is 1 by 4 is basically 16. 16 will be here in multiplication. Minus 3 will move up. It will be 10 raised to minus 6 plus 3 minus 3. 10 raised to minus 3 Tesla. So this is your answer. This is millitesla. This is your final answer. Okay, 80. 88. We did some mistake here. What is the mistake? There is a mistake over here. 10 raised to minus 2 should be there. Okay, so this will be 0.5 then. 10 raised to minus 2 should be there. Okay, let's go. Next question. In this question, an infinite long current carrying wire is bent in the form, okay, bent as in the form of, in the given figure, you can see magnitude of the magnetic field at point C is mu naught I upon 2 P pi r, P plus pi. What is the value of P here? So we will consider this wire to be semi-infinite wire, this wire to be semi-infinite wire, okay, because they are long wires, and this is arc with the angle 90 degree. So magnetic field by all of them will be going into the screen. You can follow the formula sign conventions. All of them will produce magnetic field into the screen. So if I call this as part 1, this as part 2, this as part 3. So twice of magnetic field produced by part 1 plus magnetic field produced by part 2. So magnetic field by part 1, it's an infinitely long rod. So mu naught I upon 4 pi d. D here is perpendicular distance, which is r. Okay. And now for the arc, it is mu naught upon 4 pi I by r into theta, but in radians. Here it is 90 degree. So pi by 2. Now if I equate it to the given equation, we will take mu naught common, I common, and whatever else we can take we can take pi by 2 is also there, but we want pi, so we'll have to multiply by 2 here and divide by 2 here. Okay, so that we can take 4 into 2, 8 pi r common. Okay, mu naught common, I common. So what do we have here? What do we have here? What do we have here? This will be mu naught gone, I gone. This is 4 plus mu naught gone, I gone, pi. Right? That's it. And 8 outside can also be written as 4 into 2. Right? So now compare P 4, P 2 into 4. So P value is 4. Okay. So that's it from this particular test. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
So in today's session, we are going to discuss the chemistry part of FT-3. Okay, let's begin with the questioning part. Okay, so the first question, it's quite easy, and that is related with the atomic structure and from the de Broglie concept. Okay, de Broglie wavelength of electron in second orbit of lithium plus 2 ion will be equal to de Broglie wavelength of electron in. Okay, so first of all, what we are going to do, we are going to write the formula, that is lambda is equals to h upon mv. Yes or no? Come on, h upon mv, right? So can I say that lambda is inversely proportional to v? Yes or no? And if you remember, can I say that v is directly proportional to z by n? Come on, everyone. So can I say that lambda is, come on, directly proportional to n by z? Yes. So for lithium plus 2 ion, okay, the lambda is what, beta? Second orbit we are talking about. So n value is 2. And what is the atomic number of lithium? Atomic number of lithium is 3. So can I say that it is going to be 2 by 3? Yes or no? So same we should get from these ions. Okay. Yes. So here, come on, from the second option we are going to get it. So how? See here, carbon plus 5 ion. Yes or no? So what is the shell number they have given? 4. So can I put 4? What is the atomic number of carbon? That is 6 divided by 6. So can I say that it is going to be 2 by 3 only? Yes or no? So the right answer is going to be B only. Come on, my lovely future doctor engineers, it's clear for you guys? Come on, this question is clear to you guys? Come on, everyone. Okay, now moving towards the next question. Okay, see beta, the atomic structure, when we are talking about the atomic structure, the question from the atomic structure came in 2025, 2024, and they are completely formula based question. If you are the formulas are remembered clearly, then you can solve the question of atomic structure in JEE Mains like within 30 to 40 seconds. It hardly takes more than that. Okay, so revise it properly. Okay, now moving towards the next question, what the question is saying. Okay, 1 mole of an ideal diatomic gas, CV is given to you guys, was transformed from initial 25 degrees Celsius 1 liter to the state when temperature is 100 degree and volume is 10 liter. The entropy change of the process expressed as, the R value is given to you guys in calories. Okay, it's a very simple, it's just a formula based question. Okay, it's just what, beta? Formula based question. That is delta S is equals to NCV ln T2 by T1. Yes, everyone. And NR ln V2 by V1. Come on, everyone. Now they have given the value of n. What is the value of n? So n value is 1 mole. Okay, so 1 multiply by, what is the value of CV beta? That is 5. What is the value of ln? Come on, everyone. T2 by T1. So here it is 373 and here 298 Kelvin. Yes or no? So we are going to put 373 divided by 298 Kelvin. Yes, plus what is the value of nr? Come on, everyone. 1 into 5 ln. What is the final volume? That is V2, that is 10 divided by 1. Yes or no? So check the option. I think you got the answer. Come on, everyone. The right answer will be B. It's just a formula based question. You have to just put the values in the formula and that's it. Game over. Yes, I think this is the most easiest question of this paper. Come on, everyone. Yes or no? Okay. Now, see beta, in the JEE Mains 2025, 2024, they have asked so many questions regarding the thermodynamics and the thermochemistry also. So be prepared, okay, accordingly. The conceptual question can be asked from this, okay, part. Now, the next question, that is sodium nitroprusside is a diamagnetic substance. Okay, what is diamagnetic substance? Diamagnetic substance means there is no unpaired electron. All electrons are paired up. Yes, all electrons are what, beta? Paired up. And important laboratory reagent for the testing of sulfide ion. Okay, very good. The metal involved in the complexation in the present in which of the hybridization. Now see, they have connected the, come on, practical chemistry with the hybridization. Yes or no? The coordination chemistry part. So you have to remember that. Okay, what is the formula for that? Yes, everyone. So can I say Na2? Yes, everyone. FeCN whole 5 and NO. Here NO is present in +1 oxidation state. Okay, so here basically the iron is present in +2 oxidation state. So can I say that this is 3d6 configuration? The Fe having the configuration of 3d6 4s2. Now 2 electrons are removed. Okay, so that is going to remain as 3d6. Now here the strong field ligand is there. Yes or no, everyone? Strong field ligand is there. So can I say that pairing is going to take place? Yes, 100% pairing is going to take place. So can I say that here pairing of 3d6 is going to take place? Now 2d orbitals are remaining inside and 1s and 3p. Yes or no? So can I say that we are going to get D2 sp3 hybridization? Yes or no? Come on, my lovely future engineers. Is this part is clear? Okay. So the right answer for this question is option C. That is D2 sp3 hybridization. Now one of the most important part. Sometimes they will give you different complexation. Okay. Let's take another example. Okay. Let's take NiCN whole 4. Okay. -2. Now what will be the oxidation state? The oxidation state of nickel is +2. Yes or no? Sir, how? Okay, I will help you with the oxidation state also. Ni, we are going to consider nickel as X plus 4 multiplied by -1 is equals to -2. So X minus 4 is equals to -2. So X is equals to +2. Yes, that's what I have said to you guys. Okay, so what will be the configuration? 3D8. Okay, the nickel configuration is 3D8 4s2, but nickel +2 will be 3D8. Now here it is a strong field ligand. Yes or no? Now strong field ligand will help in the pairing. Okay, so what will be the hybridization of this complex? Can I say that DsP2 will be the hybridization? Square planar complex. Yes or no? So you can easily calculate the hybridization also, and the, come on everyone, the answer also. Okay, now moving towards the next question. Okay, so one gas bleaches the colored matter by the reduction, that is a temporary, while other one is by oxidation, and that is permanently. Yes, everyone. So what will be the right answer? It's a very simple question related with the reaction part. So here SO2, okay, with the color substance is going to react with water. Basically it gives you H2SO4, and the hydrogen gas is going to be released, the nascent hydrogen. That nascent hydrogen is going to, come on everyone, perform the bleaching, and this is because of the hydrogen. So reduction bleaching is going to be there. Okay, the colored compound with the nascent hydrogen, okay, we are going to get colorless compound. Okay, colorless stain. Basically stain is going to be removed. Now in case of Cl2, okay, with water, what will happen? Come on everyone, HCl and HOCl we are going to get. Okay, it's unstable, is going to break. Okay, and gives you what? Beta HCl and nascent oxygen. That nascent oxygen is going to oxidize. Okay, basically, so colored matter with the nascent oxygen, we are going to get colorless matter. So basically SO2 and Cl2 is the right answer. Okay, is this part is clear to you guys? Come on, my lovely future engineers, is this part is clear to you guys? Now moving towards the next part. Yes. Okay, see, identify the structure of X. Okay, and when we are talking about X, okay, basically from the ozonolysis we are going to get it. Okay, because on ozonolysis, when you are going to get the reactant, then only after reduction you are going to get the structure properly. Otherwise you cannot say that anything about the from the first reaction. So we have to figure it out the reactant from the ozonolysis only. Okay, now see here beta, in case of ozonolysis we are getting formaldehyde. Yes, so let's see the option. Here we are getting formaldehyde. Okay, here we are not getting the formaldehyde, so it is not possible. Yes, everyone. Here also we are not getting the formaldehyde. So here we are getting the formaldehyde. From here we are getting the formaldehyde. But okay, we'll check it also. And here also we are getting the formaldehyde. So the B option is removed. Yes. So A, C, and D can be possible. Now moving towards the next one. Here we are saying that we are going to get CH3, C double bond O, CH, CH3, C double bond O, and H. So we are going to break the compound. Okay. So let's break the compound. Okay. Yes. and put the oxygen, 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 and oxygen. Okay. From here, what compound we are getting? We are getting CH3, C double bond O, CH. Yes, everyone. Here, CH3, C double bond O and H. Yes or no? So CH3, C double bond O, CH, CH3, C double bond O. Yes. So this is the lower portion. Now let's make the upper portion. C double bond O, H, CH, here C double bond O and CH2 and CH3. Okay. Now here C double bond O, H. So we are getting such product. We are getting such product. I think, can I say that no, we are not getting such product? Yes or no? Come on, everyone, tell me. Yes or no? The right answer is yes, we are not getting such product. Okay. So let's move towards the next part. Okay. Let's move towards the, come on, everyone, option C. From here, what we are going to get? CH3, CH2, C double bond O and CH3. We are getting this product, only this product. I think we will say no. Yes. So what will be the right answer? The right answer will be, come on, everyone, D. The right answer will be D. How? Let's figure it out. So here we are going to break, we are going to break, and we are going to break. There is a simple trick of ozonolysis. So oxygen, 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 and oxygen. Okay. And here oxygen. So first of all, I will make this compound. So this is C double bond O, H, yes, CH, CH3, C double bond O, and CH3. Come on, everyone. Yes or no? From here, it only we are getting CH, CH3, and C double bond O and H. Now from here, what we are going to get? We are going to get C double bond O, CH2, C double bond O and H. Now let's move towards the upper part. C double bond O and CH2 and CH3. Come on, everyone. CH3, CH2, C double bond O, C double bond O, then CH2 and C double bond O. So the right answer is D. Yes, everyone. Now when you are going to perform the hydrogenation also, we are going to get, come on, everyone, what will be the hydrogenation product? Nickel with H2. We are going to get, yes, CH3, CH3, here CH3 and CH2 and CH3. Is this part is clear? Now moving towards the next question. Okay. Yes, everyone. I think till here you are getting each and every point. Come on. Ozonolysis is a very simple reaction. We can perform a simple reaction also here. Let's take this example. Suppose we are talking about benzene. Okay. And on benzene, if we are saying ozone, zinc, and water, what we are going to get? We are going to get glyoxal. Yes, everyone. 3 molecules of glyoxal we are going to get. Come on. Yes or no? Just break, break, and break. Put double bonded oxygen, 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 and double bonded oxygen. We are going to get 3 molecules of glyoxal. Yes. Now, moving towards the next question. Yes, everyone. So here, what they are saying, the incorrect statement regarding the given structure is, okay. Let's, first of all, it's a glucose. Yes. It has 4 asymmetric carbon atom. Okay, let's figure it out. I think this is a chiral 1. This is 1. This is 3. And this is 4. Come on, everyone. So 4 chiral center are there. This statement is 100% true. Yes or no? Come on. Despite the presence of CHO, it does not give, because this molecule, glucose, is exist in cyclic form. Yes or no? This molecule exists in what, beta? Cyclic form. Okay. So free aldehyde group is not there. Okay. So here OH is there. Yes. On the anomeric carbon. Here H and OH. Here OH and H. Yes, everyone. Here OH and H. And here CH2, OH and H. Is this part is clear? Now the another form will be the alpha form and the beta form. Yes, everyone, we guys are aware of it. Okay. Pyranose form basically. So here H and OH. So on the anomeric carbon, it is going to change. OH, H, OH, H, here OH, H, and CH2. Yes, everyone, is this part is clear? Okay. So despite, so yes, it does not give. It will coexist in equilibrium with 2 other cyclic structure. Yes, it is going to exist in other with 2 cyclic structure. It can oxidize to dicarboxylic acid with bromine water. No. Yes, everyone, Br2 is a mild oxidizing agent, but it is not going to form the dicarboxylic acid. It is going to form this compound. Yes, everyone. Come on, my lovely future engineers. Is this part is clear to you guys? Yes, everyone. Arey bolo bolo. Now, okay. So the right answer for this question is incorrect statement is, come on, everyone, D. Okay. Now, on heating an aliphatic primary amine with chloroform and alcoholic potassium hydroxide, the organic compound form is. Now, this is a name reaction they have asked. Yes or no? Come on, everyone. So, can I say that? Yes, CH3, CH2. Come on, everyone, with NH2. So, primary amine. Yes or no? Now, with chloroform, they are saying CHCl3. Yes, with alcoholic KOH. Yes or no? Now, what we are going to get? Sir, we are going to get CH3, CH2 and NC. Yes or no? Come on, everyone. Yes or no? What we are going to get? We are going to get NC, isocyanide. Yes. So the right answer for this question is B only. How we are going to get it? Let's talk about it. So first of all, what will happen? CHCl3. This hydrogen is quite acidic in nature. So it is going to be abstracted by the base. We are going to get CCl3 negative. Now, what will happen, beta? We are going to get CCl2, okay, dichlorocarbon and Cl negative. Now this dichlorocarbon is attacked by amine. Yes or no? So here CH3, CH2, come on everyone, NH2 with CCl2, dichlorocarbon. So here what we are going to get? CH3, CH2, yes everyone, NH2 positive and CCl2 negative. So proton transfer is going to take place. We are going to get CH3, CH2, yes, NH and CHCl2. Okay. Now, what will happen? The proton is abstracted. Electron density is going to be transferred. Yes or no? The proton is going to be abstracted and the electron density is transferred. Come on, everyone. So here, one of the Cl will remove. One of the Cl will leave the carbon. Okay. So what we are going to get? Here, CH3, CH2. Yes, everyone. And double bond. Yes, H and Cl. Come on. Remove. Electron density transfer. Cl will leave the molecule. And what we are going to get in presence of base are basically CH3, CH2 and NC. Okay. Here N positive and Cl minus. C minus. Is this part is clear? Come on, everyone. Yes. So we are going to get alkyl isocyanide. Now going towards the next question. Okay. Hex 4E 2 all on treatment with PCC. Okay. A on reaction with sodium hypoiodide gives B. B on further heating with soda lime gives C. The compound C is very simple reaction. Okay. What you have to do in such type of question? Just make the structure. How we are going to make the structure? First of all, how many carbons are there? 3 carbons are there. 6 carbons are there. Basically, hex they are saying. So here OH on second carbon, OH is there. Yes. Here CH2, C double bond, H and CH3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So hex 4E to wall on reaction with PCC. Yes, everyone. It's a mild oxidizing agent. Mild oxidizing agent is going to oxidize alcohol, 2-degree alcohol into, come on everyone, ketone. Now CH2, CH double bond, CH single bond, CH3. Now with NaOI, okay, can I say that this is a haloform reaction? Yes or no? So we are going to get CHI3, which is a yellow color precipitate. Yes, with carboxylic acid salt. Now CH2, CH double bond, CH single bond, CH3. Now if you perform the decarboxylation, why I am saying decarboxylation? Soda lime they are given. So NaOH in presence of calcium oxide. So what we are going to get? Decarboxylation reaction is going to take place and we are going to get CH3, CH double bond, CH and CH3. Is this part is clear? So can we say that 2-butene? Come on, my lovely future engineers. This question is clear to you guys? Come on, everyone. Yes? Okay. Now, moving towards the next part. Okay, moving towards the next question, that is question number 9. Okay, now the interesting one. Okay, so here we are going to add HBr with heating condition. Okay, so here what will happen, beta? Here first of all dehydration is going to take place. H plus is going to attack on oxygen lone pair. Okay, protonation is going to take place and carbocation is going to be formed. Water is going to be removed and we are going to get carbocation. Okay, I think this part is clear to you guys, everyone. Now this is positive, yes everyone, and this is what? Cyclobutane. Now here ring expansion is going to take place. Come on everyone, tell me. So from here electron density is going to be transferred and this carbon is going to form bond with this CH. Okay, so can I say that here we are going to get 5-membered ring? Now can I say here rearrangement can take place? Okay, yes or no? So 1,2 hydride shift is going to take place and we are going to get 3-degree carbocation. After that 3-degree carbocation, yes everyone, here hydride shift is going to take place, 1,2 hydride shift is going to take place and 3-degree carbocation is going to be formed. Now again ring expansion is going to take place, yes or no? Come on everyone. So what we are going to get? We are going to get this compound, yes or no? Now can I say that this again will shift, yes or no? So we are going to get 6-membered compound. Come on everyone, tell me. 6-membered ring we are going to get. Okay, now here we are going to get the carbocation. Okay, now here we are going to get the carbocation. Now on this carbocation Br minus will attack and we are going to get, come on everyone, addition. Okay, here Br will add, Br negative is going to add on the carbocation. Okay, so can I say that the right answer is C only? Yes, it is not going to possible, it is not going to possible, not possible. The right answer is, come on everyone, C. See, everyone listen it very carefully. When we are talking about carbocation, have some patience, okay, during which the carbocation is going to form as an intermediate. Why I'm saying this? Because you have to check the formation of intermediate, okay, the rearrangement. Basically, if the rearrangement is proper, you are going to get the final product very easily. If you forgot about the, come on everyone, rearrangement, because the only intermediate, the carbocation, having the superpower of rearrangement. If you forgot about the rearrangement, that option is also going to be available. And if you forgot and you take that option, the wrong answer, right everyone? So be focused and wait for 10 to 20 seconds after the forming the carbocation. Check whether the rearrangement is possible or not. If rearrangement is not possible, then you can add directly. If rearrangement is possible, do the rearrangement as soon as much as possible, because carbocation rearrangement only take place when the stability is going to increase. Okay, it is not going to take place unnecessarily. Okay, if the stability is not increasing, it is not going to take place. Stability should continuous increase while you are rearranging the carbocation. Okay, remember that one point. Okay, now here next question. Maximum bond angle present in, okay, maximum bond angle present in, yes everyone, it's a very simple question. So can I say that N double bond O here? So can I say that it is a sp2 hybridized, yes or no? Now here CCl4 sp3 hybridized, NH3 sp3 hybridized, bond angle of 107, bond angle of 109 and 28 minutes, 109.5, 120, and here the bond angle of 107, yes everyone, 0.5, and I3. So here basically I and I, and 3 lone pair on the, come on everyone, equatorial position. So can I say that the bond angle is going to be maximum at I3 minus, yes or no? 180 degrees there, come on. So the right answer is, come on everyone, yes, I3 minus, the bond angle is at 180 degrees. Okay, now next question. Which of the following, which of the species has the maximum number of lone pair of electrons on the central atom? Okay, first of all, let's talk about the hybridization. So here, come on everyone, 8 plus 4 divided by 2, that will be, come on everyone, 6. So can I say that hybridization is going to be sp3d, 2 xenon, double bonded oxygen, 1 lone pair, and 4 fluorine. Yes, everyone. Is this part is clear? Next, IF4 minus I 7 plus 4 minus 1 divided by 2. So can I say that it is going to be, yes, tell me, it is going to be, yes, tell me, be fast, 10. So divided by 2, that is 5. Yes or no? So what we are going to get? Yes, what we are going to get? I, yes, lone pair on the equatorial position, fluorine and fluorine and fluorine and fluorine. Seesaw shape, yes, one lone pair. XeF2, 8 plus 2 divided by 2. So that will be 5 again. Yes or no? So here Xe and here fluorine and fluorine. 2 bond pair, 3 lone pair. So 3 lone pair is present in XeF2. BrF3, come on everyone. 7 plus 3 divided by 2, that will be 5. sp3 dehybridization, 3 bond pair and 2 lone pair. So Br, yes everyone. Here fluorine and fluorine and fluorine. This is T shape and 2 lone pair. I think we got the right answer. That is XeF2. Come on everyone. XeF2 having the, come on everyone, how many lone pair? 3 lone pairs are there. Okay. Now, yes everyone, this question is clear to you guys, everyone. Now moving towards the next question, question number 12. HF and H2O is going to give you H3O plus and F minus. Okay. The Ka value is given to you guys. Temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. If the concentration of HF is 0.1, the pH of the solution can be increased by. See beta, if you want to increase the pH value, then the dissociation of HF should be decreased. Yes or no? Do you guys agree with me or not? The dissociation of HF should be decreased. If you are going to increase the concentration, they are saying addition of HF. So what will happen? According to Lee-Chatelier principle, if you are going to increase the concentration of HF, it is going to dissociate. Yes or no? Come on, give you H plus and F minus sign. If you are going to add HCl, HCl is again strong acid. Okay, F minus. Okay, that's a, come on everyone, conjugate base. It's a strong conjugate base. So what will happen, beta? What will happen? F minus ion concentration increases. Here the F minus ion concentration increases. So the equilibrium will shift in backward direction. Come on everyone, yes or no? So can we say that the pH is going to increase in this scenario only? Yes, the right answer is, come on everyone, by the addition of 0.1 molar F minus ion, the equilibrium is going to shift in the backward direction. Okay. Now moving towards the next question. Okay. Equal molarity and equal volume of KMnO4, K2Cr27 are used to oxidize FeC2O4 in acidic medium. The amount of Fe2C2O4 will be, okay, when we are saying FeC2O4, here Fe is present in +2 oxidation state, the iron is present in +2 oxidation state, and C2O4, the carbon is present in +3 oxidation state. When they are going to oxidize as Fe+3, that is, and CO2. So from +3 to +4, okay, and from +2 to +3. Yes everyone, the changes of 1 and the changes of 2. Now some of you will say, sir, you don't know this, 3 is converting into 4, the changes of 1. No beta, per molecule you have to check, and there are how many carbon? 2 carbons are there. So for 1 carbon, changes of 1, for 2 carbon, the changes of 2. Okay, so overall can we say the changes of 3 basically. Now here in KMnO4, okay, they are the strong oxidizing agent. Yes, so here it is going to be converted into Mn+2, and the changes of 5 from +7 to +2, the changes of what, beta? 5. Here K2Cr2O7, okay, +6 oxidation state, it is converting into +3, so changes of again 6. Okay, don't say 3. Okay, if you are saying 3, then it is going to be wrong. Why? Because per molecule you have to check. Okay, from +6 to +3, 1 chromium, so 2 chromium are there, so 6. Yes or no? So can I say that here 5 into M1 into V1, and here 6 into M2 into V2? I think you will get your answer. Okay, that with less with KMnO4, the amount of FeC2O4 oxidized will be less with KMnO4. Okay, it is going to be higher with respect to K2Cr2O7 as compared to KMnO4. Yes or no? Yes. So the right answer is A only. Okay. Now, moving towards the next question. Okay. Now, here again the equilibrium question, very simple question. For the reaction Fe2N solid, 3 by 2 H2 gas is converting into Fe solid and NH3 gas. So here they are asking the Kp and Kc relationship. You guys are aware that Kp is equals to Kc. Yes, everyone. R to the power delta Ng. Yes. What is delta Ng value here? So product gaseous moles minus reactant gaseous moles. So 1 minus 1.5. So can I say that? Come on, everyone. Minus 0.5. Yes or no? Or minus 1 by 2. Come on, everyone. So Kp is equals to Kc R to the power minus 0.5 or 1 by 2. Come on, everyone. So here they are asking in terms of Kc, right, everyone? Yes or no? Come on, tell me. They are asking in terms of K. So what way is going to be the right answer? I think you got my point. Come on, everyone. So the Kc, yes, everyone. Can I say that Kc is equals to Kp R to the power 0.5 or 1 by 2? A is going to be the right answer. Is this part is clear? The question is clear to you guys? Come on, everyone. Yes or no? Now, moving towards the next question. Yes, everyone. Now, match list 1, list 2 with the following. Okay. Now, here again, the question is from the practical chemistry. Yes. Element detection, nitrogen, sulfur, phosphorus, and halogen. Okay. Now, I think this is the simplest question. Sir, again, you are saying simplest one. Why and how? It's halogen. If you don't know about nitrogen, phosphorus, and sulfur, you can give the answer still by the help of halogen. In the organic reaction, so many times we talked about the halogen. Yes or no? That there is a formation of, come on, everyone, AgNO3 in presence of, come on, everyone, NaCl. We are going to get AgCl white color precipitate. In case of NaBr, we are going to get pale yellow color precipitate. Yes, everyone. In case of NaI, we are going to get yellow color precipitate. Yes or no? Do you guys agree with me or not? So halogen will be set to, so D second. That is given only in one option. The right answer is A only. Okay. The answer is clear to you guys, everyone. First of all, tell me. Now see here, beta, when we are talking about nitrogen. Okay. So sodium plus carbon and nitrogen. What we are going to get? We are going to get sodium cyanide. Yes. Now this sodium cyanide is going to react with, come on, everyone, FeSO4. And what we are going to get, beta, when they are sodium cyanide is going to react with FeSO4, we are going to get Na4, yes, FeCN whole 6. Okay. Come on, everyone. Now this is going to react with Fe plus 3 and give you Persian blue color. That will give you what, beta? Persian blue color. Yes or no? So we are going to get Fe4, Fe, come on, everyone, Cn whole 6. Okay. Now this is for the, come on, everyone, A will give you third. Okay. Now sulfur, we are going to get, come on, everyone, yes, what we are going to get? Purple color. Okay. With Na2 FeCN whole 5 NOS. And with phosphorus, what we are going to get? Canary yellow color. If you have seen that yellow colored bird in the cartoon, yes, everyone, that canary color is that. Okay. That yellowish color is that. Okay. The bird, I forgot the name, on which the cat will always behind that. Okay. So that is, yes, everyone. So phosphorus with, come on, everyone, fourth. Okay. We are going to get canary yellow color. Okay. Now moving towards the next question. Here, a 0.001 molar solution of platinum compound having molecular formula PtCl4.4NH3 in water has a freezing point depression of 0.0054. If Kf for the water is 1.8 Kelvin kilogram per mole, the correct structure of the molecule. Now see, this is a very simple point. Okay. Now you have to figure it out. First of all, delta Tf is equals to I into Kf into N. Yes, everyone. Now, delta Tf value they have given. We have to figure it out the value of I. So can I say that 0.054 divided by, yes, everyone, 0.001 into 1.8. When you are going to solve it, we are going to get the value of 3. Now here, how many ions we are getting? 2. Here we are getting 4. We are getting nothing. Okay. Yes, everyone. So basically, can I say that from C we are going to get 3 ions? Sir, how? Beta, PT, NH3, whole 4 Cl2, and that will be plus 2 and 2 Cl minus. So 2 and 3. Total 3 we are going to get. So the right answer is C. Is this part is clear? Is this part is clear to you guys? Come on, everyone. Come on, my lovely future engineers. It's 100% clear. Okay. Now, moving towards the next question. The electronic configuration. Now, again, I'm saying to you guys, I don't know why the JEE Mains love the configuration part, but they love it. Okay. And they ask so many times in 2023, 2024, and 2025 also. Okay. They have asked the configuration. So I will suggest to learn the configuration by the tricks, okay, of lanthanides and the actinides properly. Okay. Now, electronic configuration of bivalent europium and the trivalent cerium. Okay. The atomic number is given to you guys. Now, this is, come on, everyone, first member of the lanthanide. Yes. Now, let's talk about it. So, cerium we are talking about. The cerium having the configuration of 4F1. Yes, everyone. 5D1 and 6S2. This is the configuration of Ce. Now they are saying what? Trivalent. So 3 electrons are going to be removed. So can I say that for Ce plus 2, Ce plus 3, the configuration will be xenon and 4F1. Yes, everyone. Now, in case of Eu, okay. Now the configuration will be, come on, everyone, 4F7, 6S2 is bivalent. So we are going to get Eu plus 2 as xenon, okay, and 4F7. The right answer is A. It's clear? It's clear for everyone. Come on, my lovely future engineers. Okay. Now, moving towards the next question. Now, excess of silver nitrate is added to a water sample to determine the amount of chloride ion present in the sample. See, beta, if you are going to add silver nitrate, that is AgNO3, if chloride ion is there, okay, Cl minus is there, Ag will directly react with the Cl minus to form AgCl white color precipitate. Yes or no? Do you guys agree with me? Because precipitation reactions are the fastest reactions. Yes or no? They are come under the fastest reaction. 1.4 gram of silver chloride is precipitated. Okay, the weight of silver chloride that is precipitated is 1.4 gram. The mass of chloride ion present is, okay. Yes, everyone. So can we calculate? Yes, we can easily calculate it. So here the weight of Cl minus, basically here 1.4 gram of silver chloride is precipitating. What is the molecular weight? 143.25. That is given to you guys into 35.5. Sir, what is 35.5? That is the molecular weight of Cl. Yes or no? So what we are going to get? Come on, everyone. That is 0.35. Yes, everyone. What we are going to get is 0.35. We can easily calculate the, come on, everyone, chloride ion weight. Okay. Yes, everyone. Now, okay. In which of the following arrangements the order is not according to the properties indicated against it? Okay. Now see here, beta. When we are saying all these are isoelectronic species, sir, how do you know? See, beta, F minus, Na plus, Mg plus 2, and Al plus 3. For the isoelectronic, 10 electrons, 10 electrons, 10 electrons, 10 electrons. For the isoelectronic species, okay, yes, everyone, the ionic radius is directly proportional to negative charge and inversely proportional to positive charge. If negative charge increases, ionic radius increases. If positive charge increases, ionic radius decreases. So the order of size will be like this. Yes, everyone. So this is the correct order. Now, electron affinity. Electron affinity order. We generally say that electron affinity is inversely proportional to size, but the third period element having higher electron affinity than the second period element. Why? Because chlorine having a larger house. Okay, so it can accommodate the incoming electron, extra incoming electron easily. So there will be less inter-electronic repulsion. So it can accommodate very easily. You can take or consider as an example, in the family there is a small house, okay, and you are putting one more member. So the repulsion is going to be there. Okay, and there is a large house and you are putting one extra member. Yes, it can easily accommodate it. Yes or no? Why? Because the space is there. Yes or no? Come on, everyone. So electron affinity order, the chlorine, then the fluorine, then the bromine, then the iodine. Yes, everyone. This is what they have given. Yes, perfect. increasing atomic radius. Okay, so these are the 13 group member. The 13 group member size order is boron, then gallium, then aluminium. This is because of transition contraction, then indium and thallium. Yes, everyone. Come on, but here aluminium is not given, so just they have arranged these elements. Okay, now ionization enthalpy. Ionization enthalpy, yes, directly proportional to Z effective. So left to right Z effective increases, but we guys are aware that NS2 and NP3 having higher ionization enthalpy. Why? Because it have stable configuration. Yes or no? So come on everyone, the nitrogen, then the oxygen, then the carbon, then the, is this part is clear? Yes everyone. Now come on, next question. Which of the following amine can be prepared by the Gabriel-Thalamide reaction? Okay, 1 degree amine. Yes or no? This is the name reaction, and I will suggest, yes everyone, I will suggest every one of you guys, please, if you didn't make the name reaction copy, separate copy, then make it and focus on that. Okay, because if you remember the reagents properly of the name reaction, you can directly, because name reaction is going to be there, so you have to utilize it. Okay, if you remember the reagents, then the reaction is going to be over in few seconds only. If you don't remember the work of the reagent, then you are not able to solve the questions. So focus on the, come on everyone, reagent work. Now here let's take an example. Okay, suppose yes everyone, C double bond O, C double bond O and NH in presence of basic medium, what will happen? Proton is going to be abstracted out, yes, in Gabriel-Thalamide synthesis. So here N negative is going to be formed. Now this is going to attack on, come on everyone, Rx. Okay, it should not be, come on everyone, vinylic or that chlorobenzene or something like that. Otherwise it is not going to react. Why? Because there is going to be double bond character between the carbon and the halogen. So that should not be the condition. Here Rx is going to attack, X will leave. Now yes everyone, we are going to hydrolyze it. Yes everyone, we are going to what beta? Hydrolyze it, and finally we are going to get the 1 degree amine. Yes or no on hydrolysis? So here neopentylamine, N-butylamine, triethylamine and tertiary butylamine. Now here more than one compound is 1 degree amine. Yes, but what will be the right answer? The right answer is N-butylamine. Sir, why the N-butylamine is the right answer? Then you are saying that more than one amine is there which is 1 degree. Then how you selected the N-butylamine, not other? Because in other the steric repulsion is there. Okay, the bulky group is there behind it, so it is not going to be formed. That's why the right answer is B only beta. Yes everyone, the right answer is clear to you guys? Yes, and butylamine is going to be the right answer. Okay, yes everyone. Now going towards the next part. Half-life decomposition of gaseous acetaldehyde at constant temperature but at initial pressure 364 mm of Hg and 170 mm of Hg were 410 seconds and 880 seconds respectively. Hence the order of the reaction is. Now what they are asking? They are asking the order. So can I say T half is directly proportional to 1 upon, come on everyone, n minus 1, or you can say 1 minus n. Yes or no? Come on everyone. Yes, if we are saying directly proportional, then you can put 1 minus n. Okay, and here basically it is inversely proportional, so 1 upon a raised to the power n minus 1. Now here can I say that 880, yes everyone, upon 410, that is equals to what beta? So 364 divided by 170 raised to the power, come on everyone, n minus 1. Yes or no? Yes. Now solve it. What we are going to get? Sir, and we are going to get 2, sir. What we are going to get? 2, sir. The right answer is 2 only. Okay. Now going towards the next question. Okay, solution A, B, C of the same strong electrolyte offered resistance of 50 ohm, 100 ohm, 150 ohm respectively in the given conductance cell in 3 different experiments. The resistance observed if these 3 solutions are mixed in volume in proportion of the reciprocal of their resistance and tested in the same conductance cell would be. Okay, so what they are asking, they are asking the, come on everyone, the resistance, okay, when they are mixed together. Okay, so let's figure it out. Okay, yes everyone. So can I say that V1 upon R1 plus R3, that is equals to what, beta? Upon R required. Okay, yes. Now can I say that V1 value is 1 upon 50, V2 value is 1 upon 100, yes everyone. 3 is 1 upon, come on everyone, 150. Yes, so 1 upon 50, and R1 value is given to you guys is 50 only, plus V2 upon 100, that 1 upon 100 into 100, yes, plus 1 upon 150 into 150, come on, and that is equals to what, beta? 1 by 50 plus 1 by 100 plus 1 by 50 upon R. Okay, now solve it. Yes everyone, that is equals to what? 3300 divided by 49. Okay, on solving this, what we are going to get? We are going to get approximately 67.3 something, 3.4, and that is approximately equal to what, beta? 67. Okay, so the right answer for this question is going to be 67. Yes, is this part is clear? Okay, now moving towards the next question. What the next question is saying: in tolerance test for the aldehyde, the overall number of electron transferred to the tolerance formula, tolerance reagent formula per aldehyde group to form silver mirror. Now you have to write a balanced chemical equation, then only you are able to figure it out, otherwise not. Okay, so let's write the balance equation. R C double bond O H in presence of, come on everyone, 2 Ag NH3, yes everyone, whole twice, plus, okay, in presence of basic condition, what we are going to get? We are going to get RCOO negative plus 2 Ag, yes everyone, and 2 H2O and NH3. Okay, okay, now can you guys tell me what is the change in oxidation state when ammonium silver nitrate basically converted from that complex to Ag silver, Ag solid? So can I say that from +1 oxidation state to 0? So one silver will accept 1 electron. Ag plus ion is going to be converted into, come on everyone, Ag plus ion is converted into Ag solid. So one molecule required 1 electron. So two molecule required 2 electron. Now here the question, you have to read it properly. Per aldehyde group to form silver mirror. So per aldehyde it is releasing 2 electron. Then only the reduction of 2 Ag plus 2 to Ag solid. Yes or no? Come on everyone. So can I say that the right answer is 2 electrons? Come on everyone. Yes, tell me. The right answer is 2 electron. Come on. Is this part is clear? Now moving towards the next question. Yes everyone, I think that is the 24th question. Find out the total number of optical isomer of the following compound. See beta, first of all you have to figure it out. This molecule is symmetrical or not. So I will say this molecule is 100% symmetrical. Now what formula you are going to apply? And the chiral centers are even in number, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So they are even in number. So what you are going to apply? You are going to apply the formula is 2 raised to the power n minus 1. Okay, plus 2 raised to the power n by 2 minus 1. That will give you meso compound, that will give you optical active compound. Okay, now 2 raised to the power 4 minus 1 plus 2 raised to the power 4 divided by 2 minus 1. So here, can I say that 2 raised to the power 3? Yes, 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8. And here, come on everyone, 2 raised to the power 1. So 2. So can I say that 8 plus 2, that will be 10? Yes or no? The right answer for this question is going to be 10 only, beta. The right answer for this question is going to be 10 only, beta. Is this part is clear? Yes, this part is 100% clear to you guys. Come on everyone, tell me, be fast. Yes, my lovely future engineers, is this part is clear? Now moving towards the next question. Okay, calculate the number of delocalized pi electron in the tropylium cation. The simplest question. Yes everyone, sir, every question is simple for you and these are tough for us. No. So you should remember the name. This is what? Tropylium cation. Now this question is hard for those who don't know the tropylium cation. Okay, For them, yes, it's going to be very hard because they don't know the structure, so they are not able to figure it out. So this is what beta? Tropylium, yes, cation. Now this tropylium cation is going to participate in resonance, yes. So electron density is going to be moved. Come on, tell me, yes or no? Bolo bolo. Pi bond is shifted over here, positive charge, double bond and double bond. Now this is going to be shifted over here. So what will happen? Come on, everyone. Positive charge, double bond. Now here. Come on. Yes or no? Is this part is clear to you guys? Come on. So all the electrons are moving? Yes or no? All the electrons are continuously moving. So can we say that 6 pi electrons are going to be the right answer? Calculate the number of delocalized pi electrons in the tropylium. So all electrons, okay, are moving continuously. The pi electrons are moving continuously. So can I say that 6 pi electrons are going to be the right answer? And this compound is aromatic or non-aromatic? So this compound is basically aromatic in nature. Yes, everyone? Come on. Is this part is clear to you guys? 100% is clear to you guys? Yes? Okay. So by this is the ending of the discussion of chemistry part. Okay. See you in the next session, bacha log. If you face any kind of problem, then please connect with the teachers. Okay. And don't remain silent. Ask your doubts, because when you are going to clear your doubts, the confidence is going to increase. Okay. Yes. So all the very best. See you in the next FLT. Bye, bacha log. Love you guys. Take care. Be safe.
So hello everybody. In this session, we will be discussing the solution of the full syllabus test, okay, in mathematics. So the first question is from binomial theorem, right? They are asking the coefficient of x cube in the expansion of 1 plus x square whole power 10, right? So 1 plus x square, if you observe, it's actually a geometric progression. What will be the sum of these three terms? It will be x cube minus 1 divided by x minus 1, right? And when you take the power of 10, what you can do is you can write this in this way also. 1 minus x cube divided by 1 minus x, by pulling out negative sign from both numerator as well as the denominator, right? So this can be, this particular expression which is given in the question can be written in this form. That is what? 1 minus x cube power 10 times, right? 1 minus x power negative 10, okay? So in this way you can write the expression which is given in the question, okay? And basically you have to expand these two expressions using binomial theorem, okay? So how will you expand the first expression? The expansion will look somewhat like this, right? 1 minus 10c1 x cubed, right? Plus 10c2 x power 6 and so on. It keeps going, will not expand it completely, right? And what about the second term? See, this is having a negative power. You should be knowing binomial theorem for negative value index, right? So what is the binomial theorem for negative value index? It will be for 1 minus x power negative n, right? The expansion will be what? 1 plus nx plus n times n plus 1 upon 2 factorial times x square, right? Plus n times n plus 1 times n plus 2 upon 3 factorial times x cube, and so on. It keeps going, okay? So if you expand this expression, what you will get? It will be 1 plus 10x, right? Plus it will be 55x square, plus the next term will be what? 220x cube, and so on. Again, we will not expand this completely, okay? We will not expand this expression completely, okay? Because the question is only about the coefficient of x cube, okay? So we need not expand it completely. To find the coefficient of x cube, what you can do? There are two possibilities. When you multiply these two product terms, when you will get x cube. One possibility is when this 1 is multiplied with this 220 x cube, you will get 1 x cube term, right? That is one possibility. Or when this negative 10c1 x cube is multiplied with 1, you will get another x cube term. That is the second possibility, right? So what will be the overall coefficient? It will be what? 220 x cube, right? Minus, what is this 10c1? It's actually 10 x cube, right? These are the 2 x cube terms. What will be the overall coefficient? It will be 210, right? Because the resultant coefficient is 210, okay? So this is what is the answer. For no other product term, you will get actually coefficient as x cube. You will not have any other x cube terms apart from these two product terms. Okay, so the answer will be 210. That is what is the coefficient of HU in this given expansion. Okay, yes. So the second question, it is from sequence and series. What they have given a geometric progression with a positive common ratio, right? And they have given that the sum of the first 4 terms is 30 and the next successive 4 terms is 480. So that means what? A plus AR square plus AR cubed is what? It will be 30, right? Likewise, AR power 4 plus AR power 5 plus AR power 6 plus AR power 7 will be what? 480, right? So from the second expression, if I am pulling out R power 4, what will happen? R power 4 times A plus AR square plus AR cubed will be equal to 480, right? And this is already known to be what? 30, right? So what will be R power 4? It will be 480 upon 30, that will be 16, right? So R will be plus or minus 2, but we will not consider this negative 2 as the common ratio. Why? Because in the question it's given that the geometric progression has a positive common ratio, okay? So we have to consider R to be only 2, not negative 2, okay? So R will be only 2, okay? Negative 2 is not possible as given in the question, okay? So if R is negative 2, what else we have to find? We should know what is A, because they are asking the sixth term of the progression, okay? For that we should know what is A, okay? So just put R equal to in the first expression, what you will get? A plus 2A plus 4A plus 8A is what? 30. That means what? 15A is 30 is what you will get, right? You will get something like this, 15A equals 30. So what will be the value of A? A will be 2, okay? So what will be the geometric progression then? It will be 2, 4, 8, 16, 32 and so on. Okay, so what will be the sixth term in this geometric progression? So it will be 64, right? That will be the sixth term of this geometric progression. Okay, yes. And the third question is basically from inequalities. Okay, so they are asking the number of integral values of x for which this particular inequality is satisfied. Okay, for this, two ways are there. You can either square on both sides, you will get a biquadratic in x, right? You use the Wavy curve method to determine the solution, but it will be very difficult. Why? Because to find the roots of biquadratic, it's not so easy. Okay, so rather what we can do is we can apply the property of modulus. There is what? Mod A less than equal to mod B will imply that B will lie between mod A and negative mod A. Okay, this particular property of modulus you can apply. Why? Because B has A greater than equal to, okay, if mod A is greater than equal to mod B, right, then you can conclude that B will lie between negative mod A and positive mod A. Okay, why? Because the magnitude of B is what? Less than that of the less than or equal to magnitude of A. That means B has to lie between positive mod A and negative mod A. Okay, so this particular idea we will be using here. What you will be getting is what? X square minus 2x minus 4 will be less than equal to mod of 2x plus 1, and it will be greater than equal to negative mod of 2x plus 1. Okay, see, again we don't know how this mod varies, so we have to split it into cases. Okay, two cases will be there. Okay, one case will be what? Case 1 I will call it. If x is greater than equal to negative half, we can say that mod of 2x plus 1 will be what? Same as 2x plus 1. Okay, because however that will be positive, so there is no sense of modulus sign over there. Okay, so the second case will be what? The second case, if x is being less than negative half, you can say that modulus of 2x plus 1 will be what? Negative 2x minus 1. Okay, negative 2x minus 1. Why? Because this particular expression will be negative. Okay, to make it positive, you have to multiply it with negative 1. Okay, that is what is the idea behind this. Okay, for both the cases, you have to separately solve this inequality and determine what are the possible integral solutions of it. Okay, so we will consider the first case. Okay, that is x being greater than equal to half. So when the first case is true, what will be the inequality? Here, instead of mod of 2x plus 1, you just replace it as 2x plus 1. Okay, I will do it in the next slide. See, there are two cases, right? One case is what? X being greater than equal to negative half. The another case is what? X being less than negative half. Right? So when x is greater than equal to negative half, what will be the condition? X square minus 2x minus 4 will be less than equal to 2x plus 1, and it will be greater than equal to minus 2x minus 1. Okay, there are two quadratic inequalities. This is the first one and this is the second quadratic inequality. If you solve it and take the intersection of these two, what you will get is x belongs to root 3 comma 5. Okay, that is what you will get. You have to use Wavy curve method and solve these two quadratic inequalities and determine where will x lie. You have to take the intersection of these two because both are simultaneously true, right? Likewise, for this particular case, what you will get? The case will be somewhat like this, right? X square minus 2x minus 4 is less than equal to minus 2x minus 1 and it is greater than equal to 2x plus 1. That is what you will get, right? For this will be one quadratic inequality and this will be another quadratic inequality, right? If you solve it and take the overlap or intersection of these two, what you will get? X belongs to negative root 3 comma negative 1. Okay. So for this case, how many integer solutions are possible? 2, 3, 4 and 5. Because root 3 is greater than 1, 1 is not possible. All integers between root 3 and 5, including 5, it will be 4 integers. Okay. And for this particular case, only one integer is possible, that is negative 1. Okay. These two cases put together, how many total number of integer solutions are possible? Totally here one integer and there 4 integers. So totally what? 5 number of integer solutions are there. Okay. 5 integer solutions. Right. Yes. So we will move to the next question. Yes. So in this question, actually it's from statistics. Okay. They have given the mean and variance of some data. Okay. It has totally how many entries? 8 entries are there. The mean is known to be 9 and the variance is known to be 37 upon 4. Okay. Right. So what is mean? Mean is actually sigma x upon n, right? And what about variance? Variance is sigma x square upon n minus mean square. Okay. So if you just apply, you will get the value of a plus b from this particular expression. Okay. Put n is equal to 8, add all the expressions, right? We'll get a plus b as 12. Okay. Likewise, for the second one, you add the square of all these expressions divided by the number of entries, that is 8, and subtract the square of the mean, that is what? Mean is already 9, right? Subtract, you will get the value of a square plus b square also from this. Okay. You will find it to be what? Wait, I'll calculate and let you know. Square. You find it to be 80. Okay. Will be 722 minus 642, right? We'll find it to be 80. Since a plus b is also known and a square plus b square is also known, you can easily calculate ab, right? Why? Because by squaring this expression, that is a plus b is 12 means what? A plus b ka whole square will be 144, right? So that means what? A square plus b square plus 2ab will be 144. And you have already using the variance formula, you have also determined what is a square plus b square. That is found to be 80, right? So this is 144. That means what will be 2ab? 2ab will be 64 and ab will be 32. Okay. This will be the answer for this question. Okay. 32. Yes. See, in probability we call it as expectation, right? Mean is called as E of x and variance is called variance. You determine it like this: E of x square minus E of x ka whole square. Okay. In this way you will determine in statistics. And in case they are asking the standard deviation, it will be what? It will be the root of the variance. Okay. But in this question they are not asking that, or rather they have not given standard deviation. They have directly given variance. Okay. So this question is from conic sections. Okay, from circles. So they have given the locus of center of the circle of radius 3, which touches the locus of P obtained by 2 PA equal to 3 PB. This condition is given. Okay, and they have given the coordinates of A and B also. Okay. So first we have to deduce the expression, equation for locus of P. Okay, for the given condition, what they have given, right? Just simplify this particular verbal expression, right? Locus of P obtained by 2 PA equal to 3 PB condition, right? And the coordinates of A and B are also known. Okay. So what you can do is you just equate 2 PA to 3 PB as they have given the question, right? You rearrange and write it in this way. PA upon PB will be what? It will be 3 upon 2, right? You can square on both sides. We will get something like this. PA square upon PB square will be 9 upon 4. Okay. PA square upon PB square will be 9 upon 4. Okay. So since we don't know the coordinate of P, we will assume it as x comma y. We wanted to find out the locus of this x comma y point. Basically, we are finding the equation for locus of P. Okay. So what will be the distance formula? Distance from this point P to point A will be what? Root of x minus 9 root to the whole square plus y minus 9 root to the whole square, right? And when you square it, the root will get cancelled. It will be what? X minus 9 root to the whole square. This is actually the expression for PA square. Okay. Y minus 9 root to the whole square, right? This is the value of PA square. And what about PB square? It will be x minus 4 root 2 whole square plus y minus 4 root 2 whole square. Okay, that will be the value of PB square. Okay, and that is known to be 9 upon 4. Okay, by rearranging, see the irrational parts will get the irrational coefficients that will get cancelled. Okay, So we'll be left out only with x square and y square terms. Okay, we'll get an equation something like this. It will be x square plus y square equal to 144. Okay, by just cross multiplying, we'll get this expression. Right, there will be some 2ab term here. Here also it will be there. Right, denominator also it will be there. And when you cross multiply, all the terms will get cancelled, and you will be left out with this expression alone, that x square plus y square is 144. Okay, so basically the locus of all such points P will be what? Another circle which is centered at the origin. Okay, so we will just try to plot it graphically. Okay, so this is what is the required circle. Okay, it's centered at the origin and it has a radius of 12 units. Okay, and what they are asking now is locus of the centers of all such circles which touches this particular circle. Let's call this the primary circle. Okay, we are asking the locus of all the centers of circle which touches this circle externally. So it will be touching the circle like this. Okay, in this way. Okay, like the locus of all such centers they are asking. What are all the possible circles? It can be here. It can be anywhere. Okay, that can be here also. Okay, right? Anywhere it can be. So all these centers collectively will form actually another circle. Okay, and that will be concentric to the primary circle. Okay, all the circles which touch the primary circle externally, right? The centers of all such circles will form another concentric circle, right? And what will be the radius of that? See, it's given in the question that the radius of the circle which touches the primary circle externally is 3 units. That means this length is 3, right? So what will be the radius of this dotted circle? It will be r will be 15 for the dotted circle. Okay, and it is also centered at origin. So what will be the equation of that circle? It will be x square plus y square equal to 225. That will be the equation of the circle. Okay, in this C option. Okay, that will be the equation of the circle. Okay, so this question is from straight lines. A ray of light is incident along some line. Okay, we don't know what is the equation of the incident ray. Okay, and it meets another line 7x minus y plus 1 equal to 0. Let's call this that 7x minus y plus 1 equal to 0. Okay, and this is the incident ray, and it gets reflected and it goes in this direction, and the equation of the reflected ray is also given to be y plus 2x equal to 1. Okay, this is what is the equation of the reflected ray. Then what they are asking is the equation of the line of incidence of ray of light. That is what basically the equation of this line is what they are asking. Okay, that is the equation of incident ray. See, one thing is that if I'm dropping normal, and this point is actually 0, 1. Okay, already given that 0, 1 is the point where it gets reflected. Okay, so the angle of incidence should be equal to angle of reflection, right? So if this is theta, that should also be theta. Consequently, what will be the condition? And this is a normal, right? Both are normal. So if this angle is phi, we call it as phi. Okay, this angle should also be phi, right? Because both are 90 minus theta, right? They must be equal. See, now what you can do is you can determine the tan of the angle between these two lines. Okay, this line has a slope of what? -2, right? And this line has a slope of what? 7. Okay, so what will be the tan of phi? Tan of the angle between these two lines, it will be m1 minus m2 divided by 1 plus m1 m2, right? That is what is the expression. So let's measure this in clockwise orientation, right? So this will be m1 and this will be m2, right? So tan phi will be what? -2 minus 7 divided by 1 plus negative 14, right? This is 1 minus 14. It will be 9 upon 13, right? 9 upon 13 will be the value of tan phi. Okay. So likewise, here also let's measure in clockwise orientation itself, because this angle should also be equal to this angle, right? If this is phi, this should also be phi, right? And we don't know what is the slope of this. We have to basically find the slope of this particular line. Okay. Then only we can determine the equation of this line, because one point is already known. Okay. So we just have to know what is the slope to determine the equation of the line. So for that, what we will do is we will apply the same value, the tan phi equal to 9 upon 13. It's already known, right? Because this angle is also phi. 9 upon 13 will be what? Equal to tan of phi, no? Tan of this angle also. So let's call this as the m1 value, that is 7. Already know, right? This slope is 7. And this slope we don't know, we'll assume it as m. Okay. So 9 upon 13 will be what? 7. See, this is m1 and this is m2, right? 7 minus m divided by 1 plus 7m. Okay. By rearranging and writing, what will be the value of m? 9 plus 63m will be 91 minus 13m, right? So what you will get, 76 m will be 82, right? So what will be m? 41 upon 38, okay? And you know 1 point also, 0 comma 1. So you can very well write the equation of the incident ray using these two ideas. M is 41 upon 38, it's 38, okay? And 1 point is also known, that is 0 comma 1, okay? So we can use this form, y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1, right? So m is what? 41 upon 38, and 0 comma 1 is the point which you know, right? So x minus 0 equal to what? Y minus 1, okay? Again, you can rearrange and write it in this way, 38y minus 38 equal to 41x, right? So what will be the equation? 41x minus 38y plus 38 equal to 0, okay? 41x minus 38y plus 38 equal to 0. That is this option, C option, okay? Yes. So I have done this question. Now the next question is this, yeah. So this question is again from conic section. They are asking you to find the length of the lattice rectum of ellipse. You know that the length of lattice rectum is what? 2b square upon a, right? And this is not in the standard form. The equation of ellipse which is given here is not in the standard form. First, you have to convert it into standard form, and then you can determine the lattice rectum using this 2b square by a formula. Okay. So first, I will divide this entire expression by 2. What I will get is 2x square plus y square minus 4x minus 4y plus 2 equal to 0 is what I will be getting, right? Let's check. Yes, this is what I will be getting. And if you complete the squares and write, say I will take these two terms, okay? 2 into x square minus 2x. I will add and subtract 1 here. Okay. So when I'm subtracting 1 and taking it out of the bracket, it will be negative 2, okay? Plus y square minus 4y plus 2 equal to 0, right? So this negative 2 and positive 2 will get cancelled. And again, this can also be written in some whole square form by completing the square, right? I will add and subtract 4, okay? So actually equation will be what? 2 into x minus 1 whole square plus y minus 2 the whole square equal to 4, right? So if you divide this entire expression by 4 on both sides, right, what you will get is x minus 1 whole square by 2 will be equal to negative y minus 2 whole square divided by 4, right? Or you can write in the standard form directly, equal to 1, okay? So whatever is larger will be a in an ellipse, right? So a square, right? So a square will be what? 4, and b square will be 2, okay? Because this ellipse will be elongated along the y-axis, okay? Because the denominator of y is greater than the y square term is greater than the denominator of this x square term, okay? So what will be the length of the lattice rectum? It will be 2b square divided by, that will be 2 times 2 divided by, what is a? A square is 4, that means a will be 2, right? So the length of the lattice rectum will be 2. Okay. Yes. Yes, this question is from maxima minima, okay? They have given some function, and they have given that alpha 1, alpha 2, and alpha 3 are what? Basically the roots of f dash of x, because they have given that f dash of x vanishes at these 3 points alpha 1, alpha 2, and alpha 3, okay? That means these are the roots of f dash of x, okay? First determine what will be f dash of x, or basically alpha 1, alpha 2, and alpha 3 are points of maxima or minima, okay? So what will be f dash of x? It will be x cube minus 2x square minus 22x plus, minus 22x, no, sorry, minus 11x, okay, plus 12, okay? This will be the value of f dash of x, okay? So if you equate this to 0, you can basically get the values of alpha 1, alpha 2, and alpha 3, okay? So we have to find the roots by guessing. I can find any one root, right? I'm keeping x is equal to 1 and checking what will this equation yield. Just check 1 minus 1, 1 minus 2, right? That is minus 1. Likewise, minus 11 plus 12 is positive 1. The overall value will be 0. That means 1 is a root of this equation, right? So x is equal to 1 is one possibility. The other two roots you can find it by dividing by the linear factor, okay? See, if x is equal to 1 is a root, x minus 1 will be a factor, right, of f dash of x. So when you divide it by x minus 1, you will get the other two roots also. You will eventually end up with a quadratic factor, and again you can factorize into two linear factors, okay? So in that way we will do it, okay? F dash of Wait. I'll first divide and determine all the solutions. X cube. So x minus 1 is a factor of f dash of x, okay? So x cube minus 2x square minus 11x plus 12 divided by x minus 1, right? So what will be the quotient? X square, right? Go for change of sign. Will be negative x square minus 11x, right? Again divide the first term with the first term, will be ending up with negative x, right? Again multiply minus x square plus x, right? Go for change of sign again. I'll do it here. Minus 12x, and you can bring this 12 also down, okay? When minus 12x plus 12 is divided by x minus 1, it will be minus 12, okay? So this is what is the other quadratic factor. You can further factorize this also into two linear factors. How will you split the middle term? The product should be negative 12 and the sum should be negative 1, right? You can split it like minus 4 times 3, right? So it will be x minus 4 times x plus 3, right? So all the three factors are now known to us. One is 4, the other is 1, and the other is negative 3, right? And they have given that alpha 1 greater than alpha 2 greater than alpha 3. That means this will be alpha 1, right? This will be alpha 2 and this will be alpha 3, okay? See, but whether it is a point of local maxima or local minima, that will be decided by the second derivative test only, okay? So first find f double dash of x also. What will there be? 3x square minus 4x minus 11. This will be the expression for f double dash of x, okay? So just check for alpha 1. What will be the polarity of f double dash of x? If it happens to be negative, then you can say that it is a point of maxima. If it happens to be positive, then it will be a point of minima, right? Just put x is equal to 4 and check in this expression. It will be 48 minus 16 minus 11. That will be positive, right? That means it's a point of minima, okay? Check for x is equal to 1 also. F double dash of x will be what? It will be negative, right? That will be what? The expression will be negative. That means it's a point of maximum. And what about minus 3? It will be 27 plus 12 minus 11, no? It is actually 28. That is also positive. That means it's also a point of minima, okay? So just go through these statements, right? Alpha 1, x is equal to alpha 1 is a point of local maxima. Is that correct? It's actually a point of local minima. This is wrong, okay? X is equal to alpha 2 is a point of local maxima. Yes, that is correct, okay? And P of alpha 2, is it greater than P of alpha 3? Obviously, it should be true. Why? Because alpha 2 is a point of local maxima and this is a point of local minima. So obviously, f of alpha 2 should be greater than f of alpha 3, okay? So in this, exactly two statements are true, okay? Yes. So in this question, they have given that alpha and beta are the roots of some quadratic, okay? And they have given Pn as alpha power n minus beta power n. They are asking which among these four is true, okay? So first, to rewrite the same quadratic in this way, you can write x square equal to 7x plus 3, okay? You can rewrite the quadratic in this way. And since alpha and beta are the roots of this quadratic, you can very well say that alpha and beta will satisfy this quadratic. Alpha square will be what? 7 alpha plus 3 and beta square will be 7 beta plus 3, okay? So what you can do is you can multiply this entire expression by alpha power n minus 2, this entire expression by beta power n minus 2, right? After the multiplication, what will happen? You will get alpha power n equal to 7 alpha power n minus 1, right? Plus 3 alpha power n minus 2, okay? That is what you will be getting. Likewise, beta power n will be what? 7 beta power n minus 1 plus 3 beta power n minus 2, okay? Subtracting these two equations, what you will get? Alpha power n minus beta power n equal to 7 beta power alpha power n minus 1 plus, sorry, minus beta power n minus 1 plus 3 alpha power n minus 2 minus beta power n minus 2, right? So this is nothing but your Pn. This will be what? Instead of n, you have n minus 1, right? So it will be Pn minus 1, okay? And this will be P n minus 2. Put n equal to 11 and check in this particular expression, because all the four options have the highest value of the subscript to be 11, right? So put n equal to 11 and check. You will get what? P11 equal to 7P10 plus 3P9, right? This is what you will be getting. So which among the following options will be correct? This particular option, okay? Yes. So this question is from Venn diagrams. They have given that there are 3 different newspapers. Okay, we will call it A, B, and C. They have already given. Okay, and there are 1,000 people living in town. Okay, 30% read only A. That means 30% of the 1,000 will go. 300 read only A. Okay, and see, whenever you find any Venn diagram question, what must be filled first is intersection of all the 3 newspapers, all the 3 Venn diagrams. Okay, that will be this particular region. Okay, this should be filled first. They have given that 10% read all the 3 newspapers. Okay, so that means what? 100 people read all the 3 newspapers. So this region has 100 people. Okay, and few more data are also given. See, 25% read both B and C. Okay, see, both B and C is this entire region. Okay, and that is totally 250, and this is already 100. So the remaining should be 150. Okay, yes, and we don't know what is this region. We'll call it as X and Y. We just don't know what it is. Okay, and they have given this data also that 50% of people, right, they read newspaper A. That means what? This entire region is 500. Okay, because 50% of 1,000 will be 500. So what? 300 plus X plus Y plus 100 is 500. Okay, consequently you will get the value of X plus Y to be what? 100. Okay, and what is the question now? Number of people who exactly read 2 newspapers they are asking. Okay, so the people who exactly read 2 newspapers are what? This region X and this Y region and this 150. Okay, so that will be what? Sum of these 3, X plus Y plus 150. It will be, that will be 250. Okay, that will be 250. Okay, yes. So this question is from definite integrals. They have given the value of A to be this. Okay, see, this particular function is not defined as at what? X is equal to 0. So we'll integrate it from 0 plus instead of 0. Okay, right. This you can evaluate using paths. Okay, 0 to pi. You will write it in this way: sin x times 1 upon x square dx. Okay, we'll just call this as u and this as v. Okay, what will be the formula for integral u v dx? U integral v dx, right? U is what? U is sin x, right? Sin x into integral of 1 upon x square is negative 1 upon x. Okay, minus 1 by x. The limits are from 0 plus to pi. Okay, this particular function is not defined at x is equal to 0. Okay, it will be an indeterminate, so we will take it from 0 plus to pi. Okay, minus integral u dash will be what? Cos x. Integral v dx is again minus 1 upon x dx. Okay, so you just write as 1 by x over here and change the sign to positive. Okay, dx. See, what will be the value of this? When you put x is equal to pi, the upper limit will vanish. It will become 0. Minus the lower limit will be what? X is equal to 0 plus. It will be minus 1. So the overall value of this definite integral will be 1. Okay. So a will be what? Equal. This is actually the expression for a. No, that is what we are evaluating. That will be 1 plus integral 0 to pi cos x divided by x dx. No. So that you can write as 0 to. You just write this x as 2 times x upon 2, right? Into 1 by x can write it as 2 dx divided by, or you can write as dx divided by 2 into 1 divided by x by 2. Okay, in this way you can write it. I will rewrite it in the next slide. Okay, so this is what you have written, right? This definite integral you have already evaluated and found it to be 1. Okay, so this particular value you have to evaluate it now. So what we have now is a is equal to 1 plus integral 0 to pi cos x divided by x dx. Okay, so here you can multiply and divide by 2. Okay, I'll write as 2x by 2, and here also. And now what I will do is I will put x by 2 as t. Okay, so what will happen? A will be equal to 1 plus integral, and the limits will also be changed, right? It will also be altered from 0 to pi by 2. Okay, cos 2t divided by 2t, right? And dx will be what? 2 dt, right? By 2t, right? Cancel these two, you will be getting what? Integral 0 to pi by 2 cos 2t divided by t dt, right? That is same as cos 2x divided by x dx. Why? Because the variable is immaterial in definite integration, okay? So this is what is your question. They are asking the value of this particular integral in terms of a. That will be what? A minus 1. Okay? A minus 1 will be the answer. Okay, this is what is the integral they are asking. Okay, in terms of a they are asking. Okay. Yes. In this question, they have given system of equations. Okay, and they have said that it has non-trivial solution. So what is the condition for non-triviality? The determinant should vanish. Okay. Okay. That means what? 10x, cot x, and 8 cos 2x, right? This will be the first row. Second row will be what? Not x, actually theta. Okay, cos theta, cot theta. Okay, first element is cot theta, and second element is 8 cos 2 theta, right? The third element is tan theta. And what about this? It is 8 cos 2 theta, tan theta, okay, and cot theta. Okay. So what we can do is we can just do this operation of adding all the 3 rows. You can just do this operation. R1 is R1 plus R2 plus R3. So what you will get is, you will get tan theta plus cot theta plus 8 cos 2 theta outside the determinant, and it will be 1 1 1, and the other 2 rows will be unaltered. Okay, it will be cot theta, right? 8 cos 2 theta, 10 theta, okay, 8 cos 2 theta, 10 theta, and cot theta. Okay, this is how it will be. And see, for this to be 0, there are two possibilities. Either this expression can be 0 or this determinant can be 0. Okay, so first we will check this particular expression being 0, and if we are finding any options here, we will just mark it, or else we'll move to the determinant and equate it to 0. Okay, because if we already found the answer, why to unnecessarily check this, right? So first we will equate this to 0 and check what we are getting for the value of sin 4 theta. Okay, if tan theta plus cot theta plus 8 cos 2 theta is 0, right? That means tan theta plus cot theta will be what? Negative 8 cos 2 theta, right? And if you take the LCM, you just write it as sin by cos, and this can be written as cos by sin. If you take the LCM, it will be 1 divided by cos theta sin theta, right? Because the numerator will be sin square plus cos square. That can be replaced as 1. Okay. Minus 8 cos 2 theta, right? Just bring this cos theta sin theta to the other side. What you will get is minus 1 by 8 equal to cos 2 theta into sin 2 theta by 2. Okay. Because if you multiply and divide by 2, you will get the value of cos theta sin theta as sin 2 theta divided by 2. Okay, divided by 2, right? And again you just multiply and divide by 2. What you will get, this expression will be sin 4 theta. Okay, so what it is actually, sin 4 theta is negative 4 divided by 8. That means what? Sin 4 theta is negative half. Okay, just check for that option. Yes, you have. So that is the answer. Okay, there is the value of sin 4 theta. So 13th question, they have given the value of f of x, okay, and they are asking the value of f dash of 2. Okay, see, for this we have to obviously use paths, but how you choose u and v, that matters actually. Okay, I will write in this way: sin pi x times, okay, x square plus 9 times e power x minus 2 plus 5 divided by 5 plus x cube times 1 plus x square times 2 plus x. Okay, in this way we will write it. Okay, and I will call this as u and this particular expression as v. Okay, so what will be f dash of x? It will be u v dash plus b u dash. No, so it will be sin pi x times. Okay, we'll just call it v dash. Okay, we'll not evaluate it. Okay, it doesn't bother. Okay, we'll not bother about it. Then b u dash will be what? This entire expression one plus x square 2 plus x. Okay, and what will be u dash? It's actually u v dash plus b u dash. No, What will be u dash? It will be pi cos pi x, okay? See, what they're asking the question is f dash of 2. When you put x is equal to 2, what happens? This will become sine 2 pi, right? That's obviously 0, okay? So we'll not have to bother about v dash, okay? Because this entire expression becomes 0 because of this value being 0, okay? So this is 0, okay? As it change here itself, instead of x, we are having 2 here, no? So it will be pi into 2, that is 2 pi, that is 0, right? And what will be cos 2 pi? See, when you put x is equal to 2, what happens here? Here it will be pi cos 2 pi, that will be what? That is pi times 1, that is pi, okay? And here also we keep replacing all these values. X square plus 9 will be what? It will become 4 plus 9, that is 13, okay? When you put x is equal to here, what will happen? It will be e power 0 plus 5, that is 1 plus 5, that is 6, okay? Just keep replacing all these values. Okay, and what about here? When you put x is equal to, this will also be 13, right? Because it is 5 plus 2 cube, that is 13. So cancel with this 13 in the numerator. And 2 more terms we have, okay? 1 plus x square into 2 plus x. 1 plus x square will be what? 5, and 2 plus x will be what? 4. So when you multiply, it will be 20, okay? So the final answer will be what? 6 upon 20 pi or 3 pi by 10, okay? This is what is the answer, okay? 3 pi by 10. Right. This question is actually from tangent and normal, but you also have to apply some concepts of differential equation also, okay? See, what they have given is a normal at a point. They have given the coordinates of the point P as x comma y. It meets the x-axis at Q and again is the foot of the perpendicular from P on x-axis, okay? Let's draw some curve randomly, okay? And we'll draw normal at this point. We'll take this point, okay? This will be the tangent, right? Normal will be what? Will be somewhat like this, okay? So this is that point which has the x-coordinate P, but this is the point P which has the x-coordinate as small x and the y-coordinate is small y, okay? And what will be the point where the normal meets the x-axis? Just extend it like this. They have given that as Q, point Q, okay? And they have given n is the foot of the perpendicular from point P on x-axis. That means this is what is the point n, okay? Basically, this total length is x units, okay? Because the coordinate of this point P is x comma y, the length from here to here is x, okay? Right. And we don't know what is the coordinate of Q. We'll just call it as capital X comma 0. Why the y coordinate is 0 is because it lies in the x-axis, okay? So what you have to do is you have to equate the geometrical interpretation of slope to the value of slope you get from calculus. That is what? What is the slope of normal? That is negative dx upon dy, right? That will be what? y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, okay? This point is x comma y, right? And this point is capital X comma 0, okay? So what will be the slope of this normal? P is one point and Q is another point. You can very well determine the slope using 2 points, right? It will be what? Y divided by small x minus capital X, right? You just take the reciprocal and multiply on both sides by -1. What you will get? Dy by dx equal to capital X minus small x divided by y, right? This is what you will be getting. And this coordinate of this point Q is what? X coordinate is capital X, okay? And here it is small x. The coordinate of this point x, coordinate of this point n is small x, and this point Q is capital X. So what will be this distance NQ? NQ will be nothing but capital X minus small x, no? Because from here to here, the distance is capital X, right? And from here to here, it is small x, okay? So this is N and this is Q, okay? So what will be the length NQ? It will be capital X minus small x, no? So wherever you find this capital X minus small x, you just replace it as NQ, okay? NQ divided by y equal to dy by dx, okay? What is NQ given to be? X times 1 plus y square divided by 1 plus x square. That is what is the value of NQ given in the question, okay? X times 1 plus y square divided by 1 plus x square, okay? So what will be the expression for dy by dx? It will be x into 1 plus y square divided by y into 1 plus x square, okay? So now you separate the variables, okay? When you separate the variables, what will be the case? It will be what? X dx, right, divided by 1 plus x square equal to y dy divided by 1 plus y square. Okay, this is what we'll be landing in. Okay, now we multiply on both sides by 2 and integrate it. Okay, what we'll be getting? Ln mod of 1 plus x square will be what? Ln mod of 1 plus y square plus some constant. That constant you can better take it as a logarithmic constant. It will be convenient for us. Okay, now we apply the property of log, that log a plus log b can be written as log ab, right? So just write as ln of k times 1 plus y square. Okay, now we take anti-log on both sides. What you will get is 1 plus x square equal to k times 1 plus y square. Okay, and 3 comma 1 is already known to be a point, right? 3 comma 1 is already known to be a point which lies in the normal line. Okay, so that will give value of x square as 9 and y square as 1. Okay, so what will be the value of k? With that you can determine what is k also, right? That will be 5. Okay, k will be 5. That is basically 10 divided by 2. No, it will be 5. Okay, so once you find k, you can just write the equation of this particular this particular expression by removing the constant and replacing with what you have found it as the value of k. Okay, so it will be what? 1 plus x square equal to 5 plus 5y square. So what will be the final expression? 5y square plus 4 equal to x square, right? That is what you will be getting. 5y square plus 4 is equal to x square. It's actually not correct. 5y square plus 4 is equal to x square. Okay, yeah, this expression. Okay, yes. So this was the 14th question, right? Yes. So in the 15th question, what they are asking is the value of determinant of adjoint of A. Okay, so determinant of A times adjoint of A they are asking. Okay, so you already know that A inverse can be written as adjoint A divided by determinant A, right? So with this, you just deduce the expression for adjoint of A. That will be what? It will be A inverse into determinant A. Okay, just replace the value of adjoint of A as A inverse into determinant A in this. Okay, what you will get? A into A inverse into determinant A, and the determinant of that will be what? A into A inverse will be identity matrix. And what will be the order of that identity matrix? It will be a 3 cross 3 identity matrix. Why? Because A is a 3 cross 3 matrix. Okay, so it will basically be the determinant of this particular matrix. Okay, identity matrix, when it is multiplied by determinant A, what it will be? It will be like this one. Determinant A, determinant A, and all other values will be 0. Okay, this will be actually what? Determinant A cubed. Okay, that is what will be the value of this expression. But for that we should know what is determinant A first. Okay, to expand it, what will be the value of determinant A? I'll do it here. It will be what? ABC minus 20A. Okay, ABC minus 20A plus 2 into 12, 24 minus 2C. Okay, 24 minus 2C plus 10 minus 6B. Okay, 10 minus 6B. Okay, and the ABC is already given to be negative 10. You can cancel it with this positive 10. Okay, so you'll be left out with what? 24 minus 2 times 10A plus 3B plus C. Okay, 10A plus 3B plus C is also known to be 17. Okay, so 24 minus 2 times 17 will be what? Negative 10. That will be the value of determinant A. Okay, determinant A is found to be negative 10. So what will be the cube of that? That will be negative 1000. That is the answer. Okay, negative 1000. Yes, in this question now, they have given the value of f of x plus g of x plus c to be this integral. Okay, so basically you have to evaluate this integral. It's a little difficult question. Okay, what you can do is you can just write the numerator like as it is, and you can just complete the square for the denominator and write it in the form of x plus 2 the whole square plus 1 the whole square. Okay, in this way you can write, and now what you can do is you can just add in and there is a dx over here. Okay, you can just add and subtract 1. What you will get? This will be altered as x plus 2 minus integral dx upon x plus 2 plus x plus the whole square plus 1 the whole square. Okay, see here, if I am multiplying and dividing the numerator and denominator by 2, And if I'm putting x plus 2 the whole square plus 1 as some variable, let's say k, denominator will be what? 2 times x plus 2, that is 2 times x plus 2 dx, right? That will be what? See, if I'm putting x plus 2 the whole square plus 1, this as k. Numerator will become dk, right? Basically, numerator will be dk. So it is of the form of what? Half of integral dk upon k square. That will be half of negative 1 upon k, okay? It will be minus 1 by 2 into k, right? Instead of k, you have this x plus 2 the whole square plus 1. That will be what? X square plus 4x plus 5. Okay. So this integral is sorted. For this, what you can do is you can again multiply and divide by 2. You can use this substitution of x plus 2 being some t. Okay. Just say that x plus 2 is t. Dx will be dt. Okay. Dx will be dt. And there is a 2 over here, right? Since I have multiplied by divided by 2, I have to multiply here by 2. And this 2, I will write it in this way. That is what? X square plus 1 minus x square minus 1. Okay. Instead of x, we have a t, right? So we can write as x plus 2 whole square plus 1 minus x plus 2 the whole square minus 1. Okay. Or directly replace it as t, no problem. It will be dt. And denominator will be what? T square plus 1 whole square, right? And what will be the numerator? It will be t square plus 1 minus t square minus 1. Okay. This will be the numerator. Okay. See, now you can again split it into two integrals. One integral will be what? It will be minus 1 by 2 into 1 by t square plus 1. Okay, that will be tan inverse t. You can just write as tan inverse. Instead of t, you just put it as x plus 2. What will be the other integral? It will be plus half times integral t square minus 1 dt divided by t square plus 1 whole square. Okay. So when you pull out t square from numerator and denominator, what you will be ending up with this? I'll write it here. See, this term will actually become 1 minus 1 upon t square dt, and denominator will be what? It will be t plus 1 by t whole square. Okay, t plus 1 by t whole square. Okay, the denominator. And if you put t plus 1 by t as some variable, let's say u, the entire numerator will be du. And this integral will be of the form of what? Integral du upon u square, right? That will be what? Negative 1 upon u. Okay, u is nothing but t plus 1 by t. No? Just replace it like that. Minus 1 by t plus 1 by t, right? T plus 1 by t can also be written as t square plus 1 and t in the numerator. Okay, and t is what? Again, it is x plus 2, right? So just replace it again. Write t as x plus 2. Okay. And the numerator will be what? X plus 2 the whole square plus 1. That will be x square plus 4x plus 5. In the denominator, sorry. Okay. Denominator will be x square plus 4x plus 5. Okay. Yeah. Now, when you add these two terms, you will be getting negative half of x plus 3 divided by x square plus 4x plus 5. Okay. And the other term, it will be as it is. Okay. Tan inverse of half tan inverse of x plus 2. Okay. See, from the given data, you can very well say that f is this function, the first function, right? And g is the second function, okay? Why? Because g of negative 1 is in terms of pi. That means that should involve tan inverse, okay? Because inverse trigonometric functions denote what? Angles, right? Yes. So what they are asking the question is f of 1 plus g of root 3 minus 2. What will be g of root 3 minus 2? It will be negative half of root 3 minus 2 plus 2. That will be negative pi by 6, okay? G of root 3 minus 2 is negative pi by 6. And f of 1 will be what? This is that function f, kfx. If you put x is equal to 1, what you will get? Minus half of 4 divided by 10. That is what? Minus half of that is what? Minus 1 divided by 5, okay? So this should be answer. Minus 1 by 5 minus pi by 6, okay? So this question is from permutation combination. They have given that a 5-digit number is divisible by 3, okay? And that has to be formed with what? these numbers, okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, okay. See, first, for a number to be divisible by 3, the sum should be divisible by 3, right? The sum should be obviously divisible by 3, otherwise it will not be divisible by 3, okay, the number will not be divisible by 3. So what is the sum of all these 6 numbers? It is actually 15, right? That is, however, divisible by 3, okay. See, and you have to form a 5-digit number. That means you have to select 5 out of these 6 digits such that the sum is divisible by 3. In 2 ways it is possible. Okay, you can either ignore the 0 and you can select 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, because the sum will be unaltered. It will be again 15 only. Okay, so this is one possibility. The other possibility is what? We can ignore this 3. Okay, why? Because the sum will be 12. If you ignore 3, that will be again divisible by 12. Okay, that will be again divisible by 3, right? So it will be what? 0, 1, 2, 4, and 5. Okay, how many such numbers can be formed using these 5 numbers? 5-digit number, it will be 5 factorial, right? Likewise, using these 5 numbers, how many 5-digit numbers can be formed? See, the first number obviously cannot be 0. So there is only 4 possibilities in the first position. For the second position, again, 4 possibilities will be there. Here, 3 possibilities, 2 possibilities, and 1 possibilities, okay? So this is in 120 ways, and this is in how many ways? 96 ways, okay? Put together, it will be 216 ways, okay? 216 such 5-digit numbers can be formed using 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which are divisible by 3, okay? Yes. This question is from 3-dimensional geometry, okay? They have given that S is the set of all values of lambda for which the shortest distance between 2 lines they have given. They are actually skew lines, okay? So what is the distance between 2 skew lines? It is actually A2 minus A1 dot. It's actually the modulus of A2 minus A1 dot B1 cross B2 divided by modulus of B1 cross B2, okay? So first determine what is A2 minus A1. What will it be? Just call this the second line, L2, and call this the first line. What will be A2 minus A1? It will be minus 2 lambda, right? Then it will be 0 minus 3, right? It will be minus 3 I cap. It will be I cap here, right? J cap, it will be minus 3 J cap. And what about the coefficient of K cap? It will be minus 6 minus 6, that is plus 12 K cap, okay? This is what is A2 minus A1. And what about B1 cross B2? Just this is actually given to be 13, okay? This is what is given to be 13. In this section, I will find what is B1 cross B2. I, J, K, right? B1 and B2 are the parallel vectors of this line and this line respectively, okay? This will be 0, 4, and 1. This will be 3 minus 4 and 0, okay? So what will be B1 cross B2? It will be 4 I cap, right? Plus 3 J cap, right? And minus 12 K cap, okay? This will be B1 cross B2, okay? So what will be A2 minus A1 dot B1 cross B2? Minus 2 lambda into 4 is what? Minus 8 lambda. I'll just replace it here itself. Minus 8 lambda. Minus 8 lambda, okay? And minus 3 into 3 is what? Minus 9. Minus 144, right? And what will be modulus of B1 cross B2? It will be root of 4 square plus 3 square plus 12 square. That will be what? Root of 169, that is 13, okay? So just replace that also as 13. So what you will be getting? If you remove the modulus sign, you can say that minus 8 lambda minus 153 upon 13 can be either 13 or it can also be minus 13, okay? So minus 8 lambda minus 153 can also upon 13 can also be minus 13, okay? So in this particular case, what will be the value of lambda? It will be 169 plus 153 divided by negative 8, no? That will be negative 322 divided by 8, okay? Lambda value. And in this case, what will be the value of lambda? It will be yes, minus 16 divided by minus 8, no, that is 2. Lambda value will be 2, okay? In this particular case, lambda value will be, okay? Yes, these are the two values of lambda. In question, what they are asking is modulus of sum of all the lambda values. What is the first lambda value? That is minus 322 upon 8. The second possibility is 2. Okay. What is the sum of these two lambda values? It will be minus 322 upon 8 plus 16 upon 8. No, that will be minus 306 upon 8, right? And if you take the modulus sign, it will be what? 306 upon 8, okay? And when you multiply it with 8, what you will get? We'll get it as 306, right? That will be the answer, okay? 306 will be the answer. Yes, this is the 19th question. It's actually from probability. If from each of the 3 boxes containing 3 red and 1 green, 2 red and 2 green, 1 red and 3 green balls, 1 ball is drawn at random from each box, then the probability that we have 2 red and 1 green ball drawn. That is what they are asking. Okay, let's call this as the first box and second box, and this as the third box. Okay, so we are drawing one ball from each of these boxes, and what they are asking is find the probability that it will be 2 red and 1 green ball which we have drawn all together from all these 3 boxes. Okay, so if we have 2 red and 1 green balls being drawn, it can be in 3 different ways. You can draw the green ball from the first box and red ball from second and third box, or you can draw the green ball from second box and red from first and third box, or you can draw the green ball from the third box and red from first and second box. These are all the possibilities. Okay, so we have to add all these possibilities. So what is the probability of drawing green ball from the first box? It will be 1 upon 4, right? Because 1 green and 3 red, right? What about the probability of drawing red ball from the second box? It is 1 by 2. Why? Because 2 red ball and 2 green balls are there in the second box. And what about the probability of drawing red ball from the third box? It is 1 upon 4, okay? Because 1 red ball and 3 green balls are there in the third box, okay? So what will be the overall probability of getting this particular case, okay? Green, red and red. It will be 1 upon 32, okay? Likewise, what about this? What is the probability of drawing red from the first box? It will be 3 by 4. Green from the second box, it is 1 by 2. And red from the third box, it is 1 by 4. So what is the overall probability? It will be 3 by 32, okay? And again, for this, 3 by 4. For this, it is again half. For this, it is 3 by 4, okay? So what is the probability of getting such an arrangement of red being drawn from first ball, red being drawn from second box, and green being drawn from the third box? It will be 9 upon 32, okay? Right, we have to add all these 3 cases. What we will be getting after adding all these 3? We'll be ending up with 13 upon 32, okay? That is the answer. Yes, this question is from area bounded by curves. Okay, they have given 2 different curves. Okay, we'll just plot it in the graph. Okay, y square less than equal to 2x is one curve. Okay, it will be a parabola like this, right? And another straight line they have given, that is what? Y greater than equal to 4x minus 1. Okay, it will pass through minus 1. Okay, it will be somewhat like this. Right. What they are asking is the area of the region described by these 2 conditions. So first, where will y square be less than equal to 2x? So it will be in this region, right? And y should be greater than equal to 4x minus 1. So it is actually to the left of this straight line. So all these region to the left of this straight line, this condition will be true, and this condition will be true inside the parabola. Okay. So the overlap will be only this particular region. Okay. So you have to basically find the area of this region. For that, what you can do is you just find the points of intersection of the straight line with the parabola, right? Just equate. Instead of y square, you just put 4x minus 1 whole square. Okay, 4x minus 1 whole square equal to 2x, right? So 16x square minus 10x plus 1 equal to 0 is what you will get, right? So how will you split the middle term in such a way that product will be 16 and the sum will be minus 10? You can split it like minus 1 minus 8, right? So 16x square minus 2x minus 8x plus 1 equal to 0, right? So 2x times 8x minus 1 minus 1 times 8x minus 1 is 0. So x can be either what? Half or 1 by 8, okay? So consequentially, what will be the value of y? When x is half, what will be y? Just use this straight line equation. It will be 4 by 2 minus 1. That is 1. Right. Y will be 1. Correct? Yes. Because when x is half, 4x will be what? 4 upon 2, that is 2. 2 minus 1 will be 1x. And when x is 1 upon 8, what will be y? When x is 1 by 8, so 4 by 8 will be half. Half minus 1 will be what? Negative half. Okay. Negative half. Basically, this point is negative half. Okay. And this point is positive 1. So what will be the required integral? It will be the area between minus 2 to 1, the area bounded by this straight line, right, along the y-axis, minus the area bounded by the parabola, right, that will be the required area. So it will be what? Integral minus pi by 2 to 1. What will be the area bounded by the straight line? It will be y plus 1 upon 4, okay, y plus 1 upon 4, minus what will be the area bounded by the parabola? It will be y squared by 2, okay, and you are integrating along this axis, right, y-axis. So you have to use the variable dy. Okay. So if you simplify, you will get the final solution to be 9 upon 32. Okay. 9 upon 32 will be the answer. Yes, we will move to the next question. Okay. So this question is from functions. They have given some expression in terms of f of x, f of y, right? F of x plus y and all these things. So for convenience, what we will do is we'll just call f of x as k, f of y as we will call it as L, and f of x plus y we will call it as m. Okay. So I will rewrite this expression using k, L, and m. What it will be? K square plus L square minus 2xy will be what? It will be m square plus 2x into this will be what? K minus m. Okay. Plus 2y into, actually 2 is multiplied for this term as well as this term. Okay. It's an overall bracket. Okay. Plus 2y into what? F of y minus f of x plus y. No, it will be L minus m. Okay. L minus m. Okay. So now what you can do is you can just add and subtract x square, or rather add x square plus y square on both sides. Okay. Because in both sides we need x square and y square term to complete the squares. Okay. So after this, what you will be getting is something like this: k minus x the whole square plus L minus y the whole square equal to m minus x plus y the whole square. This is what you will be getting. Okay. After rearranging, you will get this expression. See, we will call. See, I will just rewrite in terms of f of x, f of y, and f of x plus y. What you will be getting is f of x minus x whole square, right, plus f of y minus y whole square equal to f of x plus y minus x plus y the whole square. Okay. See, let's call f of x minus x the whole square as g of x. Okay. Let's use another function called as g. G of x equal to f of x minus x whole square. Okay. So what will be this expression then? G of x plus g of y equal to what? G of x plus y. By looking at this, you can clearly say that g of x is a linear polynomial function, right? Only then you will have this property being observed. Okay, g of x plus g of y is g of x plus y. So g of x is of the form of what? It's of the form of ax plus b, or we'll call it as kx plus b also, no problem. K times some constant times x plus another constant. Okay, kx plus b. This one, right? Yes, g of x will be kx plus b. Okay. See, now in case I'm putting x is equal to 0 here, what I will get? G of 0 plus g of 0 equal to g of 0. That means what? 2 into g of 0 is equal to g of 0. That means g of 0 equal to 0. No. That means, see, left hand, when I'm putting x is equal to 0, it will be b here. But it should be 0. That means what? B is 0. Okay. Okay. B is 0. So that means what? G of x is of the form of kx. Okay. G of x is of the form of kx. Okay. Right. G of x is of the form of kx, and see, it is known that f of 1 is 2. Okay. This thing also you have to use. Okay. F of 1 is 2 means what? I told g of x is of the form of kx, right? And what is g of x? F of x minus x whole square, right? If you put x is equal to 1, what will be the LHS and RHS? LHS will be f of 1 is what? 2, right? 2 minus 1 is what? 1 square. That is 1 equal to k into 1. That means what? K is equal to 1. Okay, that also you have got now. So g of x is basically what? G of x is basically x because k is determined to be 1. Okay, g of x is x. Then what will be the value of f of 9? F of 9 will be, wait, I'll do it in the next slide. I'll erase this portion and do it. Okay, just 1 minute. Yes. See, f of 9 minus 9, the whole square is what? That is what is g of 9. G of x is what? X. So g of 9 will be 9, right? So f of 9 minus 9 will be what? 3. Okay. So what will be f of 9? It will be 12. Okay. F of 9 will be 12. That is what is the question. Right. They are asking you to find the value of f of 9. That will be 12. Okay. See, why we are ignoring the negative root is because here it is given to be r plus to r plus, right? The function is r plus to r plus. Okay. That is. So yes, this question is from continuity and differentiability. It is given that f of x is differentiable at x is equal to 1. That means what? See, differentiability will always imply continuity also. Okay. That means f of x is continuous as well as differentiable at this point x is equal to 1. Okay. So if it is continuous, you can say that f of 1 minus will be equal to f of 1 and that will be equal to f of 1 plus, right? And if it is differentiable, what you can say? F dash of 1 minus, right? It will be f dash of 1. It will be f dash of 1 plus also. Okay. So what will be f of 1? It will be k, right? K equal to what will be f of 1 minus? So basically, you have to evaluate this box function. It's given to be x square minus 4x plus 3, right? Divided by x square minus 3x plus 2. Okay. See, it is of 0 by 0 form, right? Because x is equal to 1, if you put x is equal to 1, it will be a factor of numerator as well as the denominator, okay? So you just divide that x minus 1 factor from both the numerator as well as denominator. You will be left out with what? It will be a step function of x minus 3 times, right? Sorry, x minus 3 upon, it will be x minus 2, right? So the step function of x minus 3 upon x minus 2 will be what? See, x is approaching 1 from the left hand side, okay? X is actually 1 minus, okay? So what will be, you see, you can just rewrite this as box of 3 minus x by 2 minus x also, okay? 3 minus x upon 2 minus x also can be written. Okay, why? Because if you pull out negative sign from both numerator and denominator, you will be ending up with this, okay? So now what you can do is, you just say what will be the value of 3 minus x when x is approaching 1 from the left hand side. It will be little bit more than 2. Let's call it as 2 plus k, where k is approaching 0, okay? K is a positive value, right? Approaching 0, let's say like that, okay? And what will be the value of 2 minus 6? It will be little bit more than 1, okay? We'll call it as 1 plus k, okay? We'll use this limiting value k, right? And k is tending to 0 plus, okay? So what will be the box function of this particular expression? 2 plus k divided by 1 plus k, where k is approaching 0 and k is also positive. So you can just write it in this way: 2 minus k divided by 1 plus k, okay? So it will be little bit, very much minutely smaller than 2, okay? It will be like 1.999 and so on, okay? So however, the step function will give you the integral part as 1 only, okay? So that means what? K must be equal to 1 because what? F of 1 minus is 1, that means k should be equal to 1, okay? So now we have determined the value of k, right? So we also have to determine the value of a and b, okay? So this will be what? What will be the right hand limit? RHL will be 1 plus a plus b, okay? 1 plus a plus b. That means what? A plus b is 0, okay? This must be 0, okay? A plus b is 0. And we individually have to determine what is a and b separately. For that, we'll use this data, okay? So what will be the derivative of f at 1? It will be derivative of a constant, because f of 1 is k, right? The derivative will be 0. That means the derivative of 1 plus should also be what? The function at 1 plus should also be 0. Why? Because it is differentiable, no? So that should also be 0. That means what? 2x plus a should, 2 times x plus a, yeah. That should be 0, right? And x is equal to 1. When you put x is equal to 1, what will happen? A will be negative 2, okay? So you will get a as negative 2, okay? So if a is negative 2, and you also know that a plus b is 0, that means what? B is positive 2, okay? So what will be a square plus b square plus k square? It will be 4 plus 1, that is 9, okay? That will be 9, okay? That is what is the answer. Okay, we will move to the next question. This question is from complex numbers. They have given that z is a complex number such that z plus I mod z equal to I. Z bar is what? See, let's assume z equal to x plus iy. Okay, I'll just directly write it. Instead of z, I will write it as x plus iy. Okay. What will be z bar then? You have to change the sign for the imaginary part, right? It will be x minus iy, right? Plus 1. This is what is the given condition. They are asking the value of mod z. Okay. See, here what is the overall imaginary part? The real part is x alone. The imaginary part is y plus mod z. Okay. And here what will be the real part? It will be y plus 1, because when you multiply it will be ix plus y, right? Ix plus y. Y plus 1 will be the real part, and what will be the imaginary part? It will be ix, okay? See, you equate the real part to this real part. What you will get is x minus y equal to 1 is what you will get, okay? Likewise, by equating these two, what you will get? Mod z equal to x minus y. Just use this value that x minus y is 1. So mod z will be what? 1, okay? Yes. So we are asked to evaluate the value of this limit. What we can do is, see, this is of the form of 1 power infinity, right? This particular expression. So you can just replace it as what? Whenever you find any function of the form of 1 power infinity, you just introduce e as the base, right? And subtract 1 from the base and multiply with the power, okay? X into, when you subtract 1 from the base, what you will get? It will be 2 by x minus 1, right? By x minus 1, okay? X minus 1. Just 1 minute. Okay, this is what you will get. And yeah, minus e square is there, and the entire expression is multiplied with x square. Okay, expression is multiplied with x square. So we will observe that this is actually 2x by x minus 1. Okay, this is nothing but 2x by x minus 1. Okay, I think the slide is lagging. This x I will remove it from here. It is basically e power 2x by x minus 1 minus e square, right? Times x square. See, if I am bringing this x square to the denominator, I can write it as what? 1 upon x square. I will just replace it. I will write here 1 upon x square instead of writing in the numerator as x square. Okay, I will just remove that. So now this is of the form of 0 by 0. You can very well use L'Hospital rule to evaluate the limit. Okay, if you evaluate, you will get it as what? 2 by 3 e square is what you will be getting. Okay, so if this is the value of L, what will be 9L by 2 e square? It will be what? You have to multiply it with 9 and divide it by 2 e square, right? It will be 3. Okay, this particular value will be 3. Okay, this will be 3. 3 will be the answer. Okay, yes, we'll move to the next question. See, this question is from function. Okay, again, they have asked the value of g dash of 3. It is given that g of x is f inverse of x. Okay, that means what? G of x is f inverse of x. I can very well write that g of f of x is same as x, right? G of f of x is same as x. Okay, g of f of x is same as x. Okay, so what will be g dash of f of x? Differentiating on both sides, it will be what? Into f dash of x will be 1, right? Differentiating on both sides using chain rule, I will get this. Okay, so what will be g dash of f of x? It will be 1 upon f dash of x, 1 by f dash of x. Okay, so what they are asking is 2 times g dash of 3. Okay, So if we want 2 g dash of f of x, it will be 2 upon f dash of x. So first determine, let's consider these two expressions. It's very clear that 5 by 2 will be root of these two expressions, okay? 5 by 2 will be a root of these two expressions and as well the root of the derivative of these two expressions, okay? So you can very well say that f of 5 by 2 will be what? It will be, these two will become 0 and it will be what? 2. Likewise, f dash of 5 by 2 will be what? You differentiate these two, still you will be ending up with 0 only for these two terms, and for this it will be what? The derivative will be 1 divided by 4x minus 1, and there is a 2 over here, and derivative of 4x is 4, okay? So it will be 2 by root of 4x minus 1. When you put x is equal to 5 by 2, what happens? It will be 4 times, that is root 2 by 3, okay? Right? 2 by 3, right? Yeah, 2 by 3. This 2 is actually cancelled, okay? So you'll be left out with 2 by 3, okay? So f dash of 5 by 2 is what? 2 by 3, right? No, sorry, okay. Just 1 minute. See, f dash of 5 by 2 will be what? F of 5 by 2 is 2. F dash of 5 by 2 will be, see, these two, even when differentiated, it will yield value 0 only when you put x is equal to 5 by 2 in the expression of f dash of x, okay? So you just differentiate this, it will be what? You have just done it, no? 4 by 2 into root of 4x minus 1, that will be 2 by root of 4x minus 1, that will be 2 by root of 9, that is 2 by 3 only, okay, yeah. So, f dash of 5 by 2 is 2 by 3, okay?